Alrighty. Alright. Drawing is the name of the game, right? Hello, Lily. Hello, Rotten Angel. Welcome to the stream. How's your... Sorry, my voice. How was your day going today? How's your day going today is an interesting sentence. Hello, why not? I finally got my cat out of surgery. Oh, nice. That's good. Did it go well? Interesting. Someone is playing the air horn outside? Really? Unless you're asking me. Oh yeah, cappuccino, I'm gonna use pencil this time. So I'm gonna use pencil in a second. I'm finishing this one because I started this drawing off with pen anyways. Hello, Zoodle. I joined via YouTube notifications for once because guess what, Dennis? What? So... Okay, there you go. You have a Dr. Pepper? Nice. Okay, there. I've got chat to work. Alright, cool. You lost another account? Oh no. Hello, Albert. Have I been? I've been nice. How have you been? I'm on episode 9 on Frieren, and there is season 2 coming. Yeah, I saw. I'm very happy. Hello, Arcanon. Welcome to the stream. Hello, CCTV. I'm working on making another bag for a friend. Oh, nice. I hope it goes well. I'm not finishing the anime unless I have 1 to 2 years to spare. Fair, I'm like that too. It sometimes takes me a very long while to actually get to finishing an anime. So I understand. For instance, I've been trying to finish Evangelion. I just have not... I've not been going that fast with finishing it. Maybe make your characters a little bit more dignified? What does that mean? I think they have dignity. More clothes? Perhaps, but... See, this is why it's hard to practice on stream. I very much have to add clothes, which makes it very much harder to practice. That's why I took a day off from streaming, so I can more practice on just drawing. Took a day off so I could practice on drawing rather than have to worry about stream as much. Chat, say if I'm Dennis's spirit animal. I'm hoping to finish today. I hope you do finish today. Reference from other artists is cheating. I do that sometimes, not posting anything just for fun. No, I don't think referencing other artists are cheating. You kind of have to see how their techniques work, right? You can't learn from anyone if you never look at anyone. No stream yesterday? Yeah. Hello Nomi or Nami. Yeah, no stream yesterday. I was practicing, as I said. It's way more difficult to practice on stream, as I've said before. Hello, Larry. Or why not? I guess, because it's definitely... Why not? That's cool. What's the duck's name? I don't have a duck here. My stomach's a problem. Somehow worse. I don't know. I can't believe a sandwich called How's Pain. Was it worth it? No. Oh, but was it worth it? Yeah, no. You're not Why Not's cat? Ah, fair enough. Oh, so there's an adopted kid got... Oh, right. Hold on, Comic King. I didn't read what you said. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find it. Hey, you had a brilliant idea today. I finally had my convention I've been talking about all the time. It was really good, and I got so many great comics. And before, but I also lost my bank card. Oh boy, did you deactivate it? 50% battery. I have orientation tomorrow, and I'm here watching Fruin. It's like that. It's like that, I suppose. Ask chat if they do martial arts. I don't know. Well, I don't know why I said I don't know. Chat, do you do martial arts? Good evening, Miwi. Welcome to the stream. Does you do karate? Nice. That is quite cool. The comics I got were Batman, Vengeance of Bane, first appearance of Bane. Also got a couple Batmans and into Spider-Man's Rob Liefeld? Captain America, but the most interesting piece of trash ever. Oh, it is the most interesting piece of trash. You do... Is that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? A Rotten Angel? I don't know. Happy to be here. Yes, welcome back. And I got the first appearance of the Iron Spider suit. Oh, that's pretty cool. I know you're talking about Soul. I never even said anything about treason. The fact that you're worried about treason means that you're guilty of something. You wouldn't be so worried if you weren't guilty. That's definitely how that works. Hello, two friends. Welcome to the stream. Bane is my biggest first appearance so far. I hope to have another one coming soon. Or another one soon. Okay. Yeah, I saw your animation. It's really good. I wish I could yeah, I replied to it. It was really good. I was like, I wish I could animate like that. Like elements and stuff. Also today, my oldest comic has changed its date. Before it was 1978. Now my oldest comic is from 1975. Oh, that's pretty cool. You wish you can animate? You can. I'm sure there's a bunch of free animation softwares. Like well, yeah, even on like a tablet or something like that. Animation is just drawing more. Yeah, it really is. Lots of drawing. Yesterday, I also animated yesterday. Well, later, like late last night yesterday, I was animating. I ended up animating very late into the night. I can animate stick figures, but not something that actually look good. Not something that actually looks good. I don't know. Stick figures look good. I mean, have you seen Combat Gods? Also, to explain how I lost my bank card, not even kidding, the cash machine eat it. I'm not even saying that as a joke. And then the staff were seeing that and they couldn't get it out. I was so mad before. It just never spat it back out. Interesting. Have I played Disco Elysium? No, but I heard it's like Slay the Princess, where you get like multiple voices in the head. And no, I've never played it. I've never actually even like seen it, but I heard it compared to Slay the Princess. So it sounded really cool. I heard it's like really like famous. I think it's a really isn't it pretty famous, or is it more low key? I feel like I've seen people talking about it. But that might just be because I was really into Slay the Princess when it came out. I just relaxed in comics. You're still pissed about that? Yeah, I mean, I would be too if it stole my bank card. Did I turn on live chat? You're not seeing my comments? You said you're an animator, CCTV. Yeah, my live chat is on, yeah, I'm... Okay, I got my validation now. It took 20 frames, and it's not that hard. I animated in Flip-A-Clip and my phone. Yeah, well, it was still really good. Hello, McLovin. Hello, Burak. Hello, Danu. Welcome to the stream. How's you been? How have you been, Danu? Also, you too, McLovin. How have you been? And you too, Burak. Okay. The camera looks better. Is it new? No, this is still my same old camera. Or rather, this is my phone. It's always been my phone. Nothing's new here. You're great? You're gonna go? Okay, goodbye. Also, my sketch cards turned out to be pretty successful. I didn't give every single one away, but the ones I did away, lots of people who I gave them were pretty happy with it. Oh, nice. I'm good. I have a drawing to show you, but it's not the best, but I like it. Oh, nice. K-pop Demon Hunters, the anime is fire. Is K-pop Demon Hunters an anime? No, it's not. It's a movie, right? When are you dropping a manga? At some point. Never. I don't know. Maybe at some point. When I have enough time, perhaps. I do not have that much time right now to spend. Especially like right now I'm animating too, trying to learn animating, so it's gonna take a long time. Just looked at the XP of everyone and they all have 75 XP. Yep. Especially the Aizen cosplay I gave my Aizen sketch card to. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hello, Saturday. I loved it, and his compliment was really good. He said that I was as good as Kubo. That's high praise. Were we talking about K-pop Demon Hunters? Some people were. You can do your own anime to like Studio Ghibli. I mean, perhaps. It's very difficult to animate though. It'll take a very long time, especially if it's just me doing it. I can do like a small scene perhaps, but anything complex is... I'm still not good enough to do anything complex right now. I need to learn. I've watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet? Oh, you haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet. I don't think it looks that interesting. It looks pretty interesting. At least the art style is really cool, so I think it'll be a good watch when I watch it eventually. That's what date is it today? It's the 5th of July. 5th of July, sorry. July 5th. Hello, Cosmic Bloom. Welcome to the stream. I think I made her a little bit too check Discord, Dennis? Okay. I will check Discord. Something special in 2 days? Is it? Is it really? If you say so. Oh, he's chill. I like his hair. I also like the pants. McLovin. The pants and the hair are really good. He kind of looks angry at me though. I don't know why. Hello, Hyper. Stop. You just come into the stream to comment something, to comment a crime, and then you leave. That was not the best, but you like the face? Yeah, the face is really good. I don't know why he's so mad though. Why are you laughing? Because he's angry at me. That's why. Do you see the stare he's giving me right now? Do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. It's gonna be embarrassing if I get the dates wrong. Probably not. Is it gonna be your birthday soon? Yeah. Unfortunately. I'm gonna get older. I mean, I say I'm gonna get older, but to be fair, it's not like birthdays really matter in like the sense of like getting older. I mean, I'm kind of the same age as I was like on my birthday as I was like 2 days before my birthday. I'm thinking too much about it, of course. How many days? Unfortunately, 2. I forgot to say happy late 4th of July. Oh yeah, it was the 4th of July. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of fireworks going off. I was like, huh. Drawing with pen is better than drawing with a dull pencil. Yeah, it's very... I have a mechanical pencil, so I haven't actually had the displeasure of drawing with a dull pencil in a very long time. Your birthday is on the 6th? What? No. What is this top fan thing? I don't know, Saturday. It's just something that YouTube came up with. 7th of July? Yes, it is. Hello, Pixel. I saw that, the post you did of your art last night, I think it was. It was really good. Lucky? Is something lucky? What's lucky? Who's lucky? And for what reason are they lucky? Thank you. No problem. I've been trying to figure out what artwork I should do. I'm gonna make another video. It's probably just gonna be a digital drawing video. I don't know if you guys like that or something else. Do you have a song recommendation? Sure, go for it. Shoot for the stars. Or not really, but shoot for the stars. What is this recommendation? Oh, looky. It's Crumble Cookie. Did you just bump elbows with someone? Hello, RSKL. Welcome to the stream. How's your guys' Saturday going? I forgot Saturday. Usually on the weekends I stay up pretty late, but recently I've been trying to go to sleep earlier, just to fix my sleep schedule. So I'm gonna be going to sleep earlier tonight, which is why I'm probably gonna be doing a digital drawing video instead of a different type of video. But I very much just want to fix my sleep schedule, get some sleep, get some rest. After all, rest is good for exercise, right? And I've been exercising, so. I'm going nocturnal, so definitely not me. Huh. Definitely not me, as in you're not having a, wait, definitely not, oh, wait, no, I'm. Like, you're definitely not going to sleep early? Oh, not having a good sleep schedule. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, me neither, but I'm trying to fix it, is the thing. I'm trying to fix mine. It's been pretty detrimental. All right, I think I'm done with this. Oopsie. Flawless issues into your eyes. Flawless issues. Mr. Toys and Dolls, Hello, hello, Mr. Toys and Dolls. I have to go. Okay, goodbye. No me, not me. Okay, I'm doing blue now. I mean, what? I'm not doing blue. I'm going to be doing pencils. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. What color horns does she have? I think it's more of a purple. Yes, hello, Mr. Toys and Dolls. Some sort of purplish red. I think this is the red that I want. Nope, that's just red. That's just normal red. I want this one, which isn't really red, but hey. Okay, coolio. Cool. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. Oil painting is more impressive than drawing? Well, if you say so. Perhaps. I mean, I could see that. I'm not really that good at oil painting. So I suppose I'd find oil painting more impressive than drawing. No, not really. I still feel I find drawing more impressive than oil painting. Especially when a drawing is really, I don't know. There's something about drawing that just makes my brain happy. Of course, I'm biased, but so is everyone else, right? Okay. You see, the problem with drawing with pencil is it feels less permanent, if that makes sense. It feels like eventually the details will get smudged away. Say your name. I already said your name, Mr. Dolls and Mr. Toys and Dolls. You need to have solid knowledge of drawing, having solid knowledge of color theory, light, and painting. Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, but I guess I find it very impressive when someone can make a black and white drawing look really good. Of course, it's also very impressive when they could color it and make it look really good too, but it's something about the black and white nature of drawing that intrigues me, perhaps. You said Mr. Toys and Dolls? He's mad now? Yeah? What's the difference? Is his name actually different? Or oh, it's it's not Mr. It's my Toys and Dolls. Whoopsie. I've been reading that my as Mr. I fiended? Yeah, I meant to say I find, or yeah, I tend to find is what I meant to say, not I fiended. Hello, Danielle. Hello, random stuff. Hello, Super Smashy. It's you from Discord? Is your name different in Discord? Or do you have the same name? Can I remember someone who's named Mr. Smashy? Or Super Smashy? Why do I keep saying Mr.? What is wrong with me? How much do I need to donate to you for you to draw a hyper-realistic duck? I would recommend not donating to me because I'm not going to draw in hyper-realism at all. I'm going to be drawing stuff. Nice. I hope your drawings turn out well. Maybe I'll just call everyone Mr. from now on. Mr. McLovin, Mr. CCTV. Maybe draw Pablo da Vinci from the Davincibles. Davincibles? What is that? Well, I hope it turns out well. Did I just say Mr. Da Vinci? Or no, draw Pablo. Yeah, okay. I don't want to be called Mr. Okay, well, you'll be called Miss Danielle. Should I change my name to that? Nah, I don't think you should. McLovin rolls off the tongue. You're just gonna be in the same Amma situation. I'll have to call you Ice. Ice goes hard. Yeah, Ice is pretty cold. Why didn't you fall for it? Cause I already fell for Amma. To be fair, I've been around the internet for a long time. I know, I'm wise to your tricks, McLovin. Also, can you draw the two tenors from the same show? No, I don't even know what that is. But no, I don't think I will. What even is the Divincibles? I don't know what that is. I use Reddit. What the hell? Hello, Zank. How's it hanging, Mr. Singularity? You have the same profile picture as Hyper R. So either you are Hyper R, or I'm really bad at remembering profile pictures. Alright, I'll just call it a day for this. Mostly because I do that and I just bring the arm over here. So to be fair, the arm should be here instead. Go search it on the wiki. Okay. I thought he'd fall for it. I forgot there's young people here. Bruh. I'm not old in the first place. Not yet. Oh, yeah, I've never seen Divincibles ever in my life. Interesting. Really interesting art style. I'm not talking about you, Unc. I'm talking about chat. Okay, pal. If you can't draw the two tenors, then draw my profile pic. I can't see profile pictures that well. No, I'm just gonna be drawing, well, I'm gonna be drawing whatever I'm drawing today. I actually don't know what I'm drawing. I'm trying to get more consistent with my line, or no, with my bodies. Yesterday I was doing really good with drawing bodies, and then I kind of failed today, and I don't know why. There's no denying it, you're old. Okay. Can I ask you a question? Sure. Ask whatever you want. I draw in the Divincibles art style a lot. Well, yeah, seeing as it's your favorite show, that makes sense. I'm glad you like it. A personal one? Maybe. Depends. Ask whatever question you want. Whether I answer it or not, well, that's a different story. That's so old he was there on the first Christmas. Oh. Also, I like Under Ninth in Birth. Just don't know what that is either. What's everyone up to? Well, you're not asking me. Everyone knows what I'm up to. Funny business, of course. Hello, Emo. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't think I like pencil. Pencil is way too... It's way too soft, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think I'm just more used to pen now. Which I think it's a good thing. I'm at vacation, so I can't stay for long? Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your vacation. CCTV, did you ask a question or did I miss it? I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything, so I'm just gonna assume you didn't ask anything. It's just... Yeah, I have no idea. You already asked? A personal one. I like ice cream. Do you like ice cream? Yeah, I like ice cream. I was pausing my music to tell you something. To tell me what? Okay, goodbye, Emo. My internet's gonna make me explode? No, don't explode. That's fatal. Don't you know death kills you? You should not die. I recommend not exploding. But that's a cool emoji. It's definitely an emoji. You should search up under night in birth. Okay. What did you just go into, sir? No. Go back in there. I really want to ask you something. It's about my channel. Sure. Ask away. Under Night and Birth is a game. It's a fighting game? I see, it's a fighting game. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. It seems like a fighting at the very least. But... I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a fighting game, right? Oh, it's by the same people who did Guilty Gear. I see. Interesting. My sister spilled my Dr. Pepper. Oh no. I also play Animal Crossing. Crossing is my favorite game next to Smash Bros. Ultimate for my Switch. I see. Every time I draw and then you look, I realize your level's above me. That's... Well, I mean... Maybe. Yeah, it's like... I mean... That's like how I feel when I look at like Yusuke Murata or something like that, or Tatsuki Fujimoto. I'm like, wow, these guys are just like, they're insane. I want to get to them. I want to try that. I want to try that game when I'm older. Sure. Nice 4am error. Thank you. I brush it on the daily. No, I don't. Had to add some sass to that Yusuke Murata. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I was... don't know what that accent was. That's not how I usually say his name. Have you taken revenge on your sister, perhaps? If she spilled your Dr. Pepper, maybe you should spill her. Whatever that means. That's a rare pencil? Is it really? I've seen a bunch of people with this pencil. Go search up Drawn Together and draw some of the characters from there? No, I don't think I will draw the characters from there, so probably not. It's a Graph Gear 500, not 600. How do you spill someone? I have no idea. You have a question? It's actually about my channel? Okay, well, ask away. You pushed her out the window? Huh? I found it at my Walmart, I think. No, I found it at Kroger. I was like, hey, that pencil looks pretty cool, and I bought it. Mainly because I didn't like my other one, even though it wasn't that bad. If you can't search that, search Skullgirls instead. I know Skullgirls. I played Skullgirls. It was like I played Skullgirls on mobile. It's pretty cool. It's not that I can't search it. I just wasn't gonna draw the characters. You play that game too? You play Skulls? I used to play it a very long time ago. She's not moving, slowly grabs more Dr. Pepper and throws an empty can in her head. No. I think that's murder. I didn't say murder anyone. All I said is spill her. Whatever that entails. Are you drawing a Skullgirls character? No, I'm not drawing a Skullgirls character. I'm not drawing any type of character. I'm just drawing, practicing bodies. How to produce more stylized art? You exaggerate more. Exaggerate the features more. Like in anime, and the eyes like take up like a lot of the face, you know. The mouths are smaller, heads are bigger, hair is more colorful, brighter colors. It's like more simplified shapes. More simplified shapes, but more like, you know, more, I guess, how to say, more expressive shapes, if that makes sense. Now, is natural cause gravity is natural and she fell? I mean, you could describe that in that way, but also, you definitely did commit a crime. It's not a crime if I don't get caught. That's true. No, that's not true. Yeah, simplify the features more and make them. Yeah, that's true, Dennis. Just don't let me hear about it. Hear about what? Wait, what? Did I? What? What do you mean exactly? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused. Look at my question. What did you say? I have a question for you actually about my channel. I don't see what you said, my toys and dolls. What is your question? I realize I sit with my legs under. Yeah, I realize I sit with my legs under my body a lot. I didn't realize it, but now that I actually think about it, I'm doing it right now. But I just never pay attention to it. But yeah, I am sitting with my legs under my my body. I don't know. It's more for support, I guess. It feels better, but also it kind of makes my legs feel compressed, which I don't like it. So there's a trade-off there, I'm sure. You play Forsaken on Roblox? Yeah, I heard a lot about that game, although I've never played it. And I'm not going to play it. I'm not really that interested. Okay, now look at my question. Still no question. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of this pencil, man. I'm tired of pencils. It's very mean. I mean, what? It's very not mean. It's very, boy. There's an air. Are you talking about the song? That's what you're talking about. I assume so, but I was like, maybe you really do have an air horn outside. Yeah, no, that just means that you know, it's the end times. You're going to be taken up to the alien spaceship in a second. Brace for impact, Cappuccino. Draw one of those Divincible characters next. No, I'm not gonna. It's not for my stream. There's no air hordes in my stream. Go up a bit. I said my question. Okay, now look at my question. Bro, look at my question. No, you didn't see it. You didn't say a question. I wrap this around there. Okay, be quiet because I'm about to say my question, if you say so. Will you be doing drawing requests? You said that like I'm ever gonna be doing drawing requests. I'm really just streaming my drawing though. Streaming practicing drawing. I used to do drawing requests, and maybe I will do at some time in the future, but I'm not planning to anytime soon right now. At least not today. I'm gonna take note next time I hear it. No, you shouldn't. Done? No, I don't think you did do it. My toys and dolls, stop spamming or else. Yeah, well, just stop spamming. Do not spam do not spam in chat, please. Yeah, well, I still don't see your question, so unfortunately, it seems like you're incapable of asking. Unfortunate. Okay, I mean you're just using a pen now because I don't like the pencil. It's too I mean, okay. How about this? How about I compromise, right? How about I do the base drawing in pen and then I finish the shading in pencil. How about that? It's okay, just use pen. I can compromise. Nah, do you see it? No, still don't see it. Go all the way down, I put it. I didn't see it. I scrolled and I still didn't see it. Unfortunately, it seems you truly are incapable of asking a question. Well, unfortunate. You know, everyone has their own shortcomings. Some people aren't able to climb trees, and some people can't ask questions. That's just how it is. I gotta go. Goodbye, Leland. That's why do I hate my art every time I'm 90% done with it? Yeah, I can feel that. I definitely feel that. I feel like my sketches are way better than my finished products. At least that's how I feel, but I don't know. Perhaps you had an expectation of it and then because your drawing doesn't meet your expectation, you are unhappy with it? Maybe that is a reason. It could be that. I don't really know like the actual reason. I have no idea. Now can you see it? Nope, can't see it. Welcome back, Random Stuff. Alrighty, let me bring this around again. Wait, did I say I was gonna shade with the pencil? Whoopsie. I mean, yeah, I did say that. Huh. I forgot. I'll shade the body with the pencil, I suppose. Alrighty. Not my birthday, but thanks for the cake. Huh? What cake? Oh, you're talking about the butt? Alright, okay. I was like, huh? I've drawn no cake. What wedding's going on? Oh, the wedding between you and McLovin, apparently. Congratulations, I'm happy for you. Alright, yeah. I've been trying to get get more consistent with my bodies, because I did some gesture drawings yesterday, or figure drawings. I'm actually not quite sure which one it is, but in any case, I very much liked how they came out, and now today I think I'm struggling a little bit more with drawing the bodies, and I don't really know why. I know why, because it's the pen. You aren't doing it digitally. No. I mean, like, even on my, like, I went back to my digital, because I didn't, yesterday I didn't actually finish all the gestures. I got distracted with animating, so I went back today to try and finish them, or like to do more, I suppose, and they just weren't as good on digital. So it's not really my, like, I like how these drawings, like, I did these drawings yesterday, this one, and this one. I like how those came out. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing it wrong, and it might not be wrong, but I just feel like it's worse, and I don't know. I don't know what you want to draw, so I'll just sketch while I chat. I don't know what I don't know what to draw, so I'll just sketch while I chat with you. Okay. Draw whatever you want. Oh, well, I guess you say you don't know what you want to draw, right? So, I don't know. Yeah, just doodle. Eventually something will come to you. What's your opinion on us? She's a little moody. Huh? Who's she? You talk about random stuff? Random stuff isn't a girl. You don't have to be a girl to be a bride. That's very reductive of you, McLovin. I can't believe you. Super smashy. If you don't like a comment, you can just ignore it. You don't have, you can just ignore the comment. Essentially, here's the problem. If the more you react to something or someone, it's the more, like, they want attention, right? That's mainly what people are, like, what they want. So if you don't give them attention, then they'll stop doing what they're doing, right? They get bored, essentially. The more you feed them attention, it's like, it gives them it's basically positive feedback for them. That's what. No, don't report anyone. Oh, but also, my toys and dolls. If you keep just commenting the same thing with nothing else, I definitely am. In fact, I'm gonna have to time you out. Okay. So add something. Add something to the chat. You can't just say the same thing over and over again. That's called spamming. I mean, definitely slower spamming, but still. It's not entertaining if you keep saying the same thing. Nope, can't see it. You should stop trying, I suppose. It's okay. Yeah, no, this is not a family friend. Yeah, no, you can curse if you want. This is not family friendly. I've never strived to be family friendly ever. I just don't curse myself personally. Or no, well, I do curse, but I don't curse like regularly or excessively, perhaps, if that's the way I was supposed to use this pencil. They asked to say their name. Yeah, I said their name though. So I don't know. I don't know what they want. All right. Yeah, like I like shading with pencil more. It feels more natural to shade with pencil. So I'd opt to shade with pencil more. But when it comes to actually drawing the body, I don't know why. It just feels weird. Maybe I'm more used to like in digital when you're drawing and it's like more of a hard opacity. It doesn't really shift that much. Maybe that's what I'm used to it. I don't curse. I think it's fucking disgusting. Wait, what? Do you guys get caught in your own trap? Nani? Jokes aside, your drawings are so mesmerizing. You're talking to someone else or me? You're talking to me, thank you. I'm glad you like them. I'm just gonna draw my OCs, including Z Counter, Tesla Counter, and Tenor, and Ventura Tenor, kinda. Yeah, fair. You don't use wet opacity and pressure? Well, I do, but it's like way less varied. Like for my sketching and line art, there's way less variation. Like it's not like I can go from like barely being seen to like really dark. It's more in the middle where it's like it's more there's not like much variation is what I'm saying. And I feel with pencil, I don't know. I think I'm just finding a reason to hate pencil. I think I'm hating just for hating's sake, to be honest. I don't think I actually have a real reason. All right, my toys and stuff. I can't see your questions. Okay, so I don't know. I think you have to just stop asking. Okay, I can't see it. It's not. I don't know. Either you're not sending it in the first place and you're trying to be a troll, or it's just a thing with hardware, or you're like something just not allowing to send it. Either way, I can't see it, right? So, and Counter-Strike too. Wait, what? I do have some amount of variation though. Where do you find good souls like Mango and Miwi? They seem too high quality mods for your Discord. Ouch. I can't believe you would have wounded me like that. Nah, but I don't know. They just kind of appeared. I don't know where they came from. Well, to be fair, I don't know if Miwi like actively likes. I don't know. I feel like it'd be way less stressful for Miwi if she wasn't a mod though. I don't know. Now you can see it. I said subscribe. Subscribe to what? To who? Exactly. Also, yes, stop spamming. Say it once, and then, yeah, no, stop. Don't spam. Oh, is Phillips here? Hello, Phillips, if you are here. Subscribe to you? But why? I only subscribe to people who, like, I would watch their content. If I wouldn't watch your content, then I'm probably not gonna subscribe. I'm almost at 100 subs. Oh, congratulations. You're on your way to becoming a YouTube god. Okay, how about I've been on this post for a little longer than I would like. Let me find a different pose. Okay, goodbye, Super Smashy. Do you know Andrew Kadima? Kadma? No, I don't. Who's that? Is that an artist or? Are they on YouTube? I don't know. I do not know that person. That's why I want you to subscribe. Yeah, but having a subscriber just till like reach a goal, it's kind of empty, isn't it? Don't you want like subscribers that'll actually watch your content? It's kind of like a fake. It's like getting getting a subscriber that's like a bot or something, right? It's a bot, so it's not like a real person, but like it still counts to a subscriber, but it doesn't really count because it's empty. That's how it feels at the very least. He's an oil painter on YouTube. His work is insane. I've never seen someone who understands light better than him. No, that is for sure. One thing I can definitely respect about painters is their use of like colors and light and stuff. Obviously, it's like they have to be they kind of have to be like super good at that. Okay, let me see. Andrew. You. Oh, really nice. Yeah, he has really lively he has a really lively painting style. That's really cool. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to him. I'm gonna subscribe to him and then look at his stuff later. Good suggestion. Good artist, McLovin. True, drawing is less punishing on light mistakes and stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose so. His paintings are really unique, and his music taste is immaculate on his shorts. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll check it out later. I want to remember exactly how I was drawing yesterday because I was like in a really nice flow for making my gestures and stuff, and now I don't know. I'm worse at it. I don't know. Nameless, I'm currently learning cybersecurity to hack PayPal and send you 100. No, don't. How about you just keep the 100K, and maybe also don't steal money. But that's besides the point. How about I do something like that? Maybe something like that'll work. If I don't think I was doing something, or I kind of was. Okay, so that's fair. Maybe I was doing that, but I have no idea. Don't hee me. What do you mean hee? Don't hee. I'm gonna steal all the money. Why's your butt so big? It'd be like that sometimes. I don't know what type of answer that is. It'd be like that so big. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. I don't know. Perhaps I made a mistake. Perhaps it was all planned. No one knows, not even I. Okay, I can't really see anything with this drawing, so I'm gonna bring that over here. So the Gunnar bait allegations were true? No. This is not bait for anybody. What do you think, this is a trap? Look, I'm just drawing, okay? You guys are the ones flocking here, not me. I guess technically that's what bait is, right? So I have no idea. If you say so, guys, if you say so. I haven't the morale. I have not the morale to continue fighting these allegations. I'll just let the waves wash over me or something. Something poetic like that. I mean, she's bait, though. I mean, fair, right? Thank you, Pixel, thank you. Hello, Flower Girl. Welcome to the stream. Okay. I'll just bring that in. I was asking what... Oh, no, we weren't asking. Talk to me. I feel like I'm watching a K-drama. Doesn't it? Is this a rom-com? Bro, do you support gayness? I mean, I guess. Do I support it? I mean, yeah, it's like asking, do I support straightness? I guess. I don't know. Glad my older, wiser years could give me such insightful feedback to your work. I appreciate it. She is Bae is a generational feedback. Honestly, it's generational. It's life-changing. I will continue to draw because of you, Pixel. Promise. I promise you that. I will make more Baes, as you say. I'm not gay, Phillips. That's good, McLovin. What is that a response? But why is that good? Hashtag blessed. Blessed indeed. Blessed by good commenters or good chatters. What the heck do you call the chat? What do you call people in chat? Because it's not commenters because they're not in the comments. Chatters, I suppose, right? Alrighty. Well, what do you want to call your fans? I have no idea. You know, I think I've thought about that question, and then I just like gave up, so I have no idea. Do you know, in terms of male and hue? No. I was like, huh? I feel like I've seen this before, and then I realized, oh yes, it's the it's the Vaporeon copy pasta. What's up? Hello, Ori Fish. Reno has transcended above the rage bait. I'm so proud of you. He has, that's true. May I ask, Singularity, is the girl in the top left corner twerking? No, she's just sitting on her legs. Kind of like me, but no. No, she's not twerking. To twerk, I think you have to be like crouching or standing. You have to be on your feet at the very least, right? She's not on her feet. She's sitting on her legs. Whom are you drawing? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Just a random character. I guess an OC, right? But I say an OC, but I actually don't know. I mean, I could make it easily my OC by just adding these dots and then, okay, yeah, now it's my OC. Are these just concepts? No, these are OCs. These are just OCs. Most of them at the very least. I don't know about this one, but I guess it is now. McLovin, sorry, not McLovin. Random stuff has evolved above Rage Bait. I too am proud of him. All right, let me try this. No, right now, Orifish, I'm really just practicing being more consistent with bodies because I was struggling to draw earlier today and I was trying to figure out why. So I'm trying to become more perhaps loose. I think it was my loose because yesterday I was doing really good drawings and now I'm not. Are they in swimsuits, underwear, or innerwears? Innerwears. Yeah, these are swimsuits, right? Yeah, swimsuits, of course. They're in swimsuits. Is the battle for Mordor happening around you? Yeah, kind of, yeah. Hello, Hunted. Welcome to the stream. Hello, brother. How's stuff going? It's going good. How is it going for you, Hunted? Is it going good for you? Random reminds me of Musashi. Is that someone from Vagabond? I still have to practice varying body types. I've done that at one point. I did that at one point. Not nearly enough to like become. I haven't like done that nearly enough to become like super like well versed in drawing other body types, but I've done it like somewhat. Is she taking a bath? Yeah, she's like in a pool of water or something. I have no idea. The actual drawing, the reference that I was kind of using for it, like got cropped like to the chest. So I was like, okay, I'll just put her in like water or something because that looks cool. You're pissing me off. Why are you just okay? Is McLovin getting rage baited? Is this? Did I just see the turntables? Did I just see? Good, Booba. As a man of culture, I'm pleased. I'm glad you like it. Question mark? I must draw all the body parts to the best of my abilities, at the very least. I can't have body parts looking bad. Okay, let me try another pencil drawing. We're making the mother of all omelets. Hair Raiden can't fret over each egg. Raiden? Actually, how do you say that? Singularity avoiding the Gooner bait allegations like Diddy's lawyer. Now, hold on now. At this point, I'm no longer avoiding anything. I don't think... Does it even make any sense? Does it even make any sense to avoid any allegations? It's impossible. Impossible, I say. Raiden? Nope. Eden. So, Raiden. Yeah, Raiden. Okay. So, yeah, like, totally, yeah, okay. I have not paid attention, not one bit, for reasons, but what's going on? Nothing, really. Avoid? Bruh. Nothing's going on. Just drawing. Okay, so I need to bring that there. I need to bring that there, like that. Hey, put that there, bring that there. Okay, I can see you. I can kind of see something. Do you like the word musk? Not really. Single item question, do you have a crush on any of your OCs? No, I have no feelings one way or the other for my OCs. Does one with a live end? I don't know. I haven't really planned. The live will end when I either get bored or I get bored. So, that's about it. I find it very difficult to have feelings for like OCs or my creations or like in any way or shape or form because I mean the only thing I see when I make my OCs is or like when I draw is essentially, oh, I made a mistake here and I want to fix it. I don't really think about them in like a person sense, if that makes sense. Hello, Anya's Corner. Welcome to the stream. I'm going through you're going through lives? Oh, nice. I hope you enjoy whatever you're doing. Are you having a good day? How's your day so far? On this corner. Would you like to share your musk? Pardon? I don't even know what that means. Hello, hello, Kerbo. I feel like painting gives the face much more life and more interesting. And the most interesting part for me is the face. I feel like drawing gives more energy to the face, especially, well, because I don't focus on the light of faces, if that makes sense. Perhaps your brain is like wired to like focus on light, but I focus more on the details of the face, which are more accurate, I feel, when you can just like look at I feel like you can more focus on the face when it's only black and white, but perhaps I'm just weird. I really like this drawing. Help, what is this chat? I don't know. The chat's always chatting. It seems Dival is the one to push boundaries. This is certainly interesting and potentially fun. That's true, I suppose. I mean, did you see the Vaporeon copy pasta he did? I remember the internet when that Vaporeon copy pasta was going around. It was like around 2020, 2021, 2022. Well, maybe like 2021, 2022. Okay, I'm gonna bring that in. That out. Okay, that's working. I'm gonna bring her arm over here. Nope, chat is pretty normal. I mean, well, chat is pretty normal for my chat, yeah. Do I ever push boundaries then? Do I push boundaries then? I should sleep probably and leave forever. I don't want to be that guy. Oh, no, don't worry. Pushing boundaries is fine. If it's not fine, then you'll get pushback. I don't know, I feel like faces are full of life. I mean, I understand that like colors for sure bring a lot of energy, right? But I don't focus on energy when I'm looking at, I don't know. I'm just not a person who like focuses heavily on energy, or rather maybe I just get more energy from drawings in the first place. I mean, from like black and white. I don't know what's wrong with me. Life goes in circle. We're a bunch of homies homing around, nothing else. Fair. The reference I'm using has a bunny suit, but I don't really care about the bunny suit. If you had a crush on a girl now, would you have the ability to talk to them? Well, yeah, I think I would. Well, because I just talk to them as like a friend, right? Not really as as I'm trying to like, I don't know, flirt with her, right? If you're just talking just for talking's sake, it becomes way easier to talk to someone. The more you focus on romance, the harder romance seems to be. At least that's how it feels like to me, but hey. What's your thoughts on the artist of Gotcha Kuda? She's poggers? Yeah, she's really cool. Well, I don't really know much about the artist, but if I'm talking about the art, well, the art's immaculate. And therefore, the artist has to be immaculate too. That's true, Dennis? I feel that's true. But obviously, I'm not a master at romance or anything, so I wouldn't know. I'm just yapping for yapping's sake. It's what I do. Then again, when I look at artists like Fujimoto and Inoue, they prove me otherwise. I don't know who Inoue is, but yeah, Fujimoto, he's really good with the energy of faces, especially in black and white. Don't get me. If you had a choice to work for Mappa, would you? No. I'm not an animator in the first place. And I'm not good enough to work at Mappa in the second place, and I don't want to be a slave in the last place. So, romance is a poisonous. You'll regret it by drinking, or regret it by not. Fair. I pulled a girl by being silly. That's how it works. Oh, Vagabond. Right. Sorry. I'm very bad at connecting mangas to actual mangaka names. Yeah, some mangakas are just really good at with energy. I think perhaps it's not even about the color in like paintings. Perhaps the painters that you really like are just good at capturing energy at like in the first place. Maybe the paint helps, but like maybe the paint is just their way of expressing their ability to create energy, right? But I don't think painting inherently has more energy, if that makes sense. Sus? Hello, Calstorm. Gunnar, if you say so. I need to bring this in here like that. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. and the hips were a bit too hippie. So, hey guys, just tuned in. Hello, Victor. How are you doing? You doing good? I'm doing pretty good. I'm just drawing, you know. Gooner Watcher is a response for sure. I don't think I ever want to earn money from drawing because then it'll feel like a chore more than a hobby. That's how I used to think too, McLovin. I used to be like, yeah, I don't want to like do like drawing as a job because I love drawing and I don't want to make it into like something that I have to do, right? But I think it's the way it becomes a chore is when you start drawing to get money, right? If you start drawing to get money, then it becomes a chore. You need to draw and get money, right? Like draw what you normally draw and get money while doing it. I think that becomes easier. Maybe it's the art that expresses the artist as much as the artist to the art. Yeah, I think it's the art that expresses I think it's the art that expresses the artist. Singular, tell us about your opinion on selflessness. No more. Okay, I think everyone's tired about that discussion on selflessness and selfishness. Okay, to be fair, I'm not tired of it, but I feel like everyone else is, and so I will not talk on it. You need to have fun while making funds. You need to have fun while making funds. Yes. That's exactly it. Yeah, welcome back, Ennis, on this corner. My birthday is in a couple weeks. I'm officially gonna be a skeleton? No. You'll be fine, I promise. My goal is to achieve my own recognizable style. Oh yeah, you can do that. You just need to, yeah. The more you improve in with the technicality of your art, the better, like the more style you'll have, if that makes sense. My art is 90% lesbian couples. I'm male. Well, yeah, I mean, makes sense. Do you know how many women draw like boys love? How many women draw like gay romances? That's what I'm trying to say. My birthday is coming too. Can you sing happy birthday to me in advance? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Diavola. Happy birthday. Is that why you draw women, Dennis? Wait, why I draw women? Sorry, I did not connect. I'm not connecting your comment to any other previous things that I've said, so it's very hold on. Wait, why do I draw women? Because of the drawing. Because of lesbians? My writing is 100% hardcore sex unhinged. Oh. Fair. As long as you're cooking, I suppose. Just don't burn down the kitchen. And house. And neighborhood. And city. But I believe in you, Hunted. You too can become a smut god, I suppose. I'm probably gonna go. Okay, goodbye, random stuff. I need to bring that back, wrap that around. So if I'm bringing that in, the crotch, okay, I'm gonna like move the crotch slightly. So the crotch will be here instead. I think that'll be better. I can just keep that the same. Figure that out. Wait, Singularity is in your birthday tomorrow? No, it's in 2 days. These warm exercises are helpful. Thanks for sharing. Well, I'm glad you like them. Yeah, I'm just trying to get better at drawing in the first place. If they're helping you, then I'm glad. Victor, I tried writing a good vanilla peakness, but then came the rain arc after the legendary boyfriend t-shirt event happened, and then they fugged. Don't forget to hydrate and stretch once in a while. Don't support gamer posture. Yeah, I'm sitting up pretty straight. You want to check the Discord real quick? Are there any important rules you should know in advance? Not really, just don't be like a mean person, I guess, but that's about it. Yeah, no, the Discord's chill. If you have art, you can post it there too. Not really any. There's no rules. I mean, there's a rule page if you wanna look at the rule page. There's a rule page, but yeah. Basically, as long as you just have, you know, common human decency, you're gonna be fine. Eats all of Dennis's brain so he can't draw. Never had a brain in the first place. Just be a civilized, rational Joe Biden? Well, no, I think you'd just be in an eternal state of confusion. Also, I think that's an oxymoron, Hunted. How do people find you if they don't have art? How do people find me if they don't have art? How do people find me if they don't have art? How do people find me if they don't have art? Zesty is fine, no pervert. What? I never said that. What is that server profile? Server profile is one of my digital drawings I did. The server profile? Wait, what's my server? What's the server profile? Like the icon, the cover? What are you talking about, Cappuccino? What do you mean they don't have art? What do you mean how do they find me if I don't have art? I don't even understand the question. I thought veins tasted like blueberries when I was a kid. Well, you seem like you're very fixated on taste, so that makes sense. What do you think blood tastes like as a kid before you tasted blood? What do you mean to say is if they don't do art, how do they find me? Well, I guess they don't, right? They'll never find me. Yeah, it's just a digital art I did. It's a goddess, I think. Yeah, the four-armed goddess, probably. You said that many streams ago? Like really, really old? I don't remember. Yeah, no, I guess the Discord server icon profile picture thingamabob. It's just a digital drawing I did. I actually have that as a video too. It's like I have a speed paint of me doing that. Okay. I guess I'll just... Yeah, I mean... I don't do art, mostly writing, and I guess here I am. Writing is kind of art, right? I feel like writing could be considered a form of art. Art is about like expressing yourself, right? So you could kind of consider it like art, right? Like a boring accountant will come by this channel? Yeah, probably not, right? I mean, you have to be at least somewhat interested in art. At least art, or maybe, yeah, mainly art, right? Because like, even though I do talk about philosophy sometimes, it's like, yeah, you're probably gonna be an artist or something, or at least interested in art if you're gonna come here, right? So yeah, I don't think an accountant or something who has no interest in art is gonna be here. You have to have some interest. Hey, it's me, Art of Singularity, and welcome to my new video. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to avoid the IRS. Spoiler alert, there's no way, you just die. I'm in the Discord now and you posted my doodle in the chat, in the art chat. Nice, let me check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I'm from the Federation of Gotcha, so yeah, I'm that boring accountant. Well, no, but you like art, right? I think as long as you like art, at the very least, they're like, people who like art is gonna find me, right? And if they don't, well, it's just my fault that they don't find me. If they like art and they don't find me, it's just a marketing issue for me. Which I'm not really doing marketing in the first place, so yeah, always my fault. IRS, that's a funny way to say money laundering. Fair. What's IRS Singularity? Wow, that is a good doodle, or Orifish. A doodleite. Wait, hold on. A doodleite in Krita. And then you have the most you have a really nice artwork. Okay, pal. That's a really good artwork. Like, no, but seriously though, the shading's immaculate. Wow. No, that's good. No, that's good. Those are good. Those are good. Yeah, it's just it's just a 3-minute sketch I did. Just a 1-minute sketch. It's the Mona Lisa. What? What do you mean? Really good. What's taxes? Yeah, that's... Don't worry about it. They're the boogeyman. They'll come to get you. Hello, she's expired. I need to bring the face around. I think I'm taking way too long on this face. I'm gonna give her glasses though. Why? Because I wanna. Is McLovin still here? I believe so. What do you think blood tasted like as a kid? I don't know. I didn't think about taste. What's the Federal Reserve? I think it's a reserve of oil, but I'm not actually too sure. Right? It's a reserve of oil. I'm quite sure for the U.S., but I'm not sure. Ours is just a big bonking government sector that collects your previous money because taxes and tariffs exist, and that's why I do sweet magic trick called tax evasion and check fraud. Yeah, I don't think I thought. Sorry, I don't think I thought about taste as a kid. Like I was the type. Like if I smelled something, then if I smelled something, then I'd like try and figure out the taste. But if I only like just saw the color, I wouldn't actually like think about the taste. So like maybe like Tide Pods or something. Well, not Tide Pods, but something else. Like I have no idea. Like detergent and stuff. Like I used to thought that detergent would taste really good. Blood tastes like pomegranate but bitter, like unable to drink but bitter. I don't think blood is that bitter. I've bit through my lip before. It hasn't been too bad. You thought blood tastes like strawberry ring pops. Blood reminds me of strawberry ring pops. Well, blood tastes like funky metal because blood is like made up of iron, right? It's like hemo. I think hemo is iron. I'm quite sure, unless I'm wrong, but yeah, a main component of blood is iron, which is why they try and add metal. Like they add like iron into cereals and stuff. It's like iron infused cereal. It's supposed to like be good for your blood. Is it vegan to taste your own blood? Honestly, yes, I think so. Because like, okay, think about it like this, right? In that case, wouldn't it also be like not vegan for like a baby to like drink breast milk, right? If you're like breastfeeding, wouldn't that make the baby not vegan? So you have to have like some exceptions, I think. Can you tell if it's a red flag or just a joke? I don't really know what you mean. Like if someone makes a joke, if you're asking if I can tell if it's like a red flag or not, I don't know. I don't really judge people based on red flags per se. I assume most things are a joke unless I figure out it's serious. So I assume everything is a joke, mainly. So I suppose, yeah. So I guess not really. Depends on palate counts because blood tastes like teen spirit. Oh, what does that mean? Like is teen spirit? I've never had that, I don't think. Yeah, it's vegan. As Twilight said, if it's not cruelty, it's vegan. So yeah, Bella, we're vegan. Bruh. Is that Is that... I don't think that's how that... I don't think that... Because, like... Is it cruelty to... Like, okay, but for a chicken, is it cruelty to eat an egg? Like, an egg that a chicken lays? Maybe, but I don't really think so. Not really. Or even like an unfertilized egg. Is it cruelty? I don't think so. Nothing's really getting harmed there, but it's still considered like not vegan. A joke will vary per person on and how the person will interpret it. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I was speaking on myself, right? Of course, I know other people sometimes, like, a lot of people don't take jokes well, so yeah, it depends on them. But for me, I don't really take anything seriously, so I don't know. We found out it's cruelty to harvest honey 3 years ago, so we stopped having honey. It's cruelty to... Really? Are you... Really? I didn't know that. Ask chicken for consent and legal compensation free Dennis. Not my words, ask the Karens. Interesting. So a random online person I met sent me artwork and asked for mine, not as good as her, and this person saw it and she replied, and my person saw it. Oh, and when this person saw it, she replied with, Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do to this OC. And I was like, what? That's honestly, I mean, I think that's funny, right? Me personally, I think that's funny, but like, of course, you know, humor is subjective, always is. So depending on who you are, it's gonna be funny or not. Hello, my toys and dolls. It's cruelty to harvest eggs because a male chicks goes into the blender in the egg industry. What? Yeah, but I'm talking about that's why I specified unfertilized eggs. So an egg with no like living chicken inside. Is that really cruelty? I don't think so. The only forgiveness I need is realizing pregnant Sonic, bruh. I think her legs are kind of long. I'd like to shorten it slightly. How do they breed chickens? No, cappuccino. I'm pretty sure chickens just. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure chickens just lay eggs. Like it's not. I don't think chickens are like. I don't think chickens like have to be fertilized to lay eggs, but they have to be fertilized to lay eggs, and then the eggs hatch. I'm pretty sure. Chat is actually boring. You really do need beef to survive, don't you? Random stuff. Okay, goodbye, Ori Fish. I mean, he/she said, I'm serious with a GigaChat image. I mean, that sound. I mean, the GigaChat image implies. The GigaChat image implies sarcasm, right? So it's like. It implies sarcasm, but I mean, it could be serious. But what even is the problem in the first place? Like, what are they gonna do to the OC, right? It's the OC, right? You can't really do anything to it. No, that's not what I meant. We can discuss this if you want to. I mean, yeah, sure. Like, what do you mean exactly? Oh, later. Oh. Yeah, I didn't understand what you were saying, perhaps. You know who I am. No brain and all. It's all empty up here. Up here, it's all just, just emptiness. You can't even see what I'm drawing. I just realized that. I'm gonna make chat fun again. I think your definition of fun is just beef. Random stuff. Let's get into this, kiddo. Alrighty. So... okay, she's about done. This is the beach episode theme. She's a bunny outfit, though. This ain't a beach episode. No, Dennis is actually a potato. I am a potato. Do you like tomboys? Yeah, who doesn't? Okay, no, that's a stupid question. Of course people don't like them. But yeah, I do. Tomboys are great. I swear to God, I almost kicked him again yesterday. Wait, kicked who? Kicked what? Who are you kicking? No, not beef. It is potato. Do not make any disagreements or arguments with other people. If you want me to be precise. My uncle? Why? Does he deserve to be kicked? Ooh, could you do a video on rendering? I really can't seem to get the picture, to get my picture looking good color-wise. I can try, like, I'll probably do I could maybe perhaps do, like, a video, like, a time, because I can't exactly record, like, screen record, because it doesn't really work on my laptop, but I can do, like, a time-lapse and explain what I'm doing. Not that I understand what I'm doing most of the time, so I have no idea. Do you like tomboys with sexy abs, short black hair, predatory eyes with a manly attitude? I like tomboys. I don't know. Tomboys are cool. To be fair, I really don't really have a type though, so I mean it's like I like tomboys, but I don't really care. Right? It doesn't really matter to me. That was my OC that I draw or whatever. Nice. I like abs. Abs are great. Makes me feel weird sometimes. Yeah, but he makes you feel weird by doing what exactly? Is Dennis gay? I think tomboys are actually women, so I don't think you can be gay for liking a woman, unfortunately. Welcome back, Saturday. My parents don't like me liking that. My parents don't like me liking that, so I like my own stuff in secret. Yo, that's how you're supposed to do. My type says yes, fair pixel. That is respectable. I can respect that. You're back? Welcome back. Let's be real, a tomboy's a woman not wanting to be trans, so they go by tomboy. I think that's incorrect random stuff, but I don't think I really care enough to go into a discussion like that. In the very first place, I think you're just wrong, but doesn't matter to me if you're wrong. Nope. Still yet to find someone like that? Oh no. Pixel, it's okay. I like Femtinol. She's a music singer. I showed her to my mom and she gave me a speech. And I hated it, so yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really share anything that I like with anybody at all. So, I understand. She's inspired. I think tomboy is just a type of fashion. Tomboy is just a girl that acts more boyish, like does more like boyish things, I suppose. If like whatever you consider boyish. That's like the general definition, right? You know, someone like a girl who's like outdoorsy, perhaps, who likes to do a lot of physical activities, more physically active. I don't know. I'm just going by what I think. They tend to like tomboys are usually more fit, I suppose, but I have no idea. I don't know the actual definition. Like in my mind, I know what I see, but I don't know the actual definition. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna be back. right, I have returned. Oh, hi, CJ. Welcome to the stream. Alrighty, what was I doing? What was he doing? What was I doing? I was eyeing around, but I don't know what I was doing. Yes, hello. What's good, CJ? Where did you disappear off to? I had to pee, but everyone was but all the bathrooms in the house were occupied, so I had to make do, essentially. I was feeding the dentistling in the basement. Guess what? I went to the casino again. I had this weird obsession with going, but I have picked up I don't know, but I have picked up several chips and dice cause free will. I see. Alright. Pretty sure this page is like essentially done. All the bathrooms in the house were occupied, so I could not pee. It was sad, very sad. Alrighty, let's see if I can. You pee on the food? Wait, what? No. Where did you get that idea from? Okay, so that's where the body is. Assuming the couch is there. Okay, goodbye, Saturday. Have a good rest. Okay, something like that. I'll bring that in. Her shoulders are here. Her shoulders are okay. Well, hold on. Her shoulder goes like that. Then it comes out like that. Wait, so you don't eat the food? You don't. So you don't eat the food. You eat the bathroom and pee on the food? No. I never said that. Alrighty. So this is a new pose. Let's see if I can make it work. It's a very unique pose. Hello, N3R. You know, I was gonna ask, is that Izutsumi for your profile picture, N3R? But I know it's not, so probably not. Or you pee in the bathroom and eat the pee in the food? Wait, what? What? You peed on the people in the bathroom? I did not. Hello, Danu. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, Mrs. I won't come to the stream again. I'm serious. That's what you said, Danu. You said that. And here you're back to the stream. Not that I'm complaining, but still. You keep playing with my feelings, Danu. If that even is your real name, because it's not your real name. Okay, so I do that. I'm gonna bring that there. What do you mean, okay? What are you saying okay to? Who are you? Who are you responding to? Okay, and then the other hand is coming here. And we're gonna bring that there like that. Something like that. Okay, first I have to figure out where the butt is. I don't know how to spell anymore. I never knew how to spell. Okay, so assuming that's kind of how it is, we're just gonna bring this up here. Well, if this is the leg is probably gonna be up here instead. Is she doing a front dive? No, she's like kicking or so. I genuinely don't know what this pose is. This is the most odd pose I've ever seen. You know, maybe she, yeah, maybe she's about to do a handstand or something like that. Because her foot's there, and then her butt's gonna come over here. I have to figure out where her hips are first. So I guess her hips would probably be here, or a cartwheel. Yeah, it could be a cartwheel. I don't think it is though. Yeah, I don't know. Put another person on the side to make a heart. Yeah, actually. That would work. Okay, so then the butt is there. We're gonna bring this down around her other knee is gonna be here. Wait, no, I should not assume his or her gender, although 90% of your drawings are female characters. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine to assume. You can assume if you're like, oh, he mainly draws females, so it's probably a female. Yeah, it's a female. The only bad part about that is just if you don't take the correction. It's very difficult to live your life always not assuming things, because most of your basically all of your worldviews are made on assumptions, essentially. Because you know what people say, what someone assumes to make an ass of both you and me. That, yes, makes an ass out of you and me. That's what they say. I think it'd be something. So, technically, the spine is there, like that. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so this is what the pose is essentially. I think I do, yeah. And then they'll go there, it'll wrap around. No, okay, so that's coming there. That's coming there. So it'll be something like that, I think. How is she doing that? I don't know. And then she's tiptoeing at the same time. I can't keep my eyes open to draw anymore. You're gonna go to sleep. Good night, Pixel. Have a good rest. This is the coolest pose I've ever seen. I'm glad you like it. Hello, Crab Girl. Welcome to the stream. So, you know, I think it kind of ruins it, the fact that... Guess you'll take Pixel's place? Welcome, Screen Hermit. When one leaves, another returns. Alrighty, so it's something like this. The inside of the skirt is... I'm just gonna shade it. How does this skirt work? Okay, so it's coming here. Oh, so the skirt will be wrapping around here. It's gonna come over here and... Okay, yeah, so that's how that works. Flip that around. And now I'm just gonna wrap that around there and then wrap that around there. Okay, I think that works. But I have no idea. Again, I have no idea what's happening. I got Clip Studio Paint. Nice. Nice indeed. Help, I'm Boar. That's... What? What do you mean you're Boar? You're bored? Oh no. Maybe you should do something that you like. Maybe you should play your favorite game or something. Do your favorite activity. Something. I don't want to draw? I don't want to draw a guest? You don't want to draw a guest? Who's guest? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna bring this in. Open this eye. So one eye is closed, one eye is open. I'm gonna bring in the mouth. Bring in the eye. Bring down the eyebrows. My favorite game online is Russian roulette game. Well, why don't you play that? Do your favorite activity then. There's endless possibilities on planet Earth. Not true, but still. There's a very lot. What is that grammar? There's a good amount of stuff. It gets boring, then find a new favorite game. You must try. If you never try to find anything that you like, then you're never gonna find anything that you like. I'll be resting now. I'll probably, might be, arguably, potentially still be here, but just be silent. Okay. Well, have a good rest, Dival. It's like trying to find love. You'll never find love if you never look for it. Okay, this character... Who is she? It could be her. Yeah, sure, it'll be her. Her horns point forward. As opposed to not pointing forward. Her horns point forward as opposed to not pointing forward. Wow, this is so crazy. Here's a like for the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you for liking. I appreciate it. Okay, I definitely like this drawing more. I do like this pose. Hello, Daniel. Welcome back. Okay, cool. That looks cool. I'm just gonna shade. Time to start the shading. I could have shaded. Yeah, it's more permanent to shade in pen though. That's really my problem with pencil is, like, among a lot of things, it's the fact that it smudges, which makes the drawings less permanent. Like, eventually the drawings fade, and pens fade slower, I think, at the very least. I was gonna say it doesn't fade at all, but that's probably wrong. Everything fades eventually, right? Alrighty. That's done. Bring this in. What have you been up to, Screen Hermit? They fade? Well, I mean, everything fades eventually. If you leave them there for long enough. In the elements. Hard to shade in pencil? That just means you have the wrong pencil for it? No. It's not hard to shade in pencil. I said it's easier to shade in pencil. But the shading is less permanent because it smudges eventually. Is there a pencil that doesn't smudge? If there was, then I feel like, or is there like a lead that doesn't smudge? I've been working on a custom design for a local library. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually super cool. Nice. Can you draw action scenes? I can, I suppose. I'd buy that pencil so fast. Oh yeah, that'd be in my room now. I'd be using that all the time. I like the precision that pencil gives. I feel like mechanical pencils are pretty precise. Not that pens aren't. Like, this is very precise. Or precise, but I don't know. Wait a minute. This toe is the small toe. This toe is the big toe. Whoa, almost messed that one up. I like thinking about Helpy saying it's the fucking mimic. Don't know what that is, but hey. I can draw action scenes. I can. Will I though? Probably not. Wait a damn minute. FNAF? Yep, can't remember. I mean, don't remember. Maybe I've never seen that or something. I suppose I've never seen it. I was pretty into FNAF around FNAF 2, FNAF 3. No, FNAF 2. I was into FNAF at like FNAF 1, FNAF 2, but yeah. And then I kind of dropped off. Your channel is so underrated. I'm glad you like it. Maybe it's underrated because I haven't put enough effort in. Maybe it's underrated because I deserve to be underrated. Maybe I'm just perfectly rated. I need to put more effort into my videos though, that's for sure. It was the secrets of mimics. Oh. Once I get good at content creation, I'm sure I'll do well. You know what isn't underrated? FNAF. Sure. Yeah, it's very popular. FNAF is so. Very difficult to be underrated if you're rated by everyone. It's a new game series? Interesting. It's overrated? Well, I don't know. Is the definition of overrated if just a lot of people like? So like if something gets popular enough, does it become overrated? I feel like that's kind of how it works, right? When something is popular enough, it simply becomes overrated. I don't know how useful that is, perhaps. No, wait, this is the big tip. Wait, yeah, wait, no, this isn't, wait, what? No, this is the, what? Because we bring this, if we flip it on the ground, yeah, this is the big tub. What the heck? It doesn't deserve the amount of praise it gets. Well, I mean, you could say that, but maybe it's simply that you're just harder to please. Maybe it's that the majority of people are easy to please, and so it's rated accurately by them because it's easy. But for you, who is more, who's more critical of stuff, maybe it simply just becomes overrated to you. I don't know. I'm getting philosophical about ratings. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. That's for sure. I haven't heard like too many people say it's perfect though. To be fair, I'm not really in the like space to be like, yeah, I hear all about FNAF. I just hear people like the lore. Really, I feel like people like the lore more than the actual game. Is that like? Does that make sense? If you have a big regret in your life, do I have one? No. I'm happy for the dev who gets lots of money for it, but I see no reason for it to be as loved as it is. Well, I mean, it's like the lore. It came out. It was like the first type of game of its time. Kind of, right? It was the first game. Security cameras, survived the night. There's a lot of memorable things about it, right? The animatronics is creepy, resembled Chuck E. Cheese, right? Which is like a popular kids thing, so of course it's like people are gonna start theories about it. It's gonna be like, yeah, no, I think it had a really good recipe. The recipe that it had to become so successful made sense. Like it makes sense why it became so successful, right? It's like easy bait for like kids. And if something is easy bait for kids, then it's probably going to be successful. And then, once you start introducing, like, lore into something like that, it's like, oh yeah, you're like, there's no way it's almost no way you don't become somewhat successful from that. Because with lore, it's like almost eternal. Well, not eternal, right? But it's like it's content for days, especially if it's not like clear cut. You can always speculate, and then once people are speculating about your game, it becomes like a way bigger thing. At least that's how I think it works. course, I'm not someone who studies that type of thing. I'm just speaking on my gut feeling. Yeah, but good for Scott Cawthon, right? Cawthon. He did something and he got money for it. Where the heck is this supposed to go? You're back? Welcome back. I ran out of water. I don't know. Alright, let me find a different pose. I was just playing Lacey's G May. Lacey's G May. I think May. Lacey's G May. Lacey's G May. Lacey's game. It's like a cute horror game. I see. Interesting. I'm gonna say Lacey's G May. In fact, from now on, anytime I say game, I'm gonna say G May. Like, why on earth would animatronics designed towards kids have 2+ rows of sharp teeth? Because it looks cool. Oh, I'm pretty sure the explanation is they were like made for murder, right? Or like something like that, right? Or like I'm pretty sure the explanation is that they were. Well, to be fair, I think there's a lot of things like for the original one, the first game, FNAF 1, I think those animatronics aren't made for murder, but then there's like the FNAF 4, which I think are nightmare animatronics. And I'm not really too well versed in the FNAF lore, but eventually I'm pretty sure they became like made for like murdering people. I know it's like a cover-up or something like that, but I cannot. Yeah, they were made for Afton to murder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were designed to kill people. There aren't explanations, there are excuses. I mean, explanations are. I think like it's like lore. I literally think it's like in the lore. Although I'm not really invested if they're excuses. At the very least, right? Like in the end, if you get down to the base of it, why do they have sharp teeth? Because it looks cool. That's why. It's attention grabbing. It's more interesting than, I don't know, squishy, soft teeth, right? You'd rather be, like, it's better to be interesting than to be boring. At least I feel like that's how a lot of people are. If you have the choice between a boring design and a cool design, you pick the cool one. I love lore. Who agrees? I too love lore. Lore is great. I bring this there. I'm gonna wrap this around here. No, hold on. I'm gonna wrap you around there. Bring you back. To be fair, I think Steve Cawthon wasn't thinking too far ahead. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, just gave them teeth to make them, and then he needed to make weak excuses. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of people retroactively come up with like explanations to things, right? You start with a cool idea, and then you start to like retroactively figure out, okay, well, what does like, you know. I rarely think that rarely it is that people start with like the base. No, like a lot of people don't start with the end, the base, and then they work their way up, and then like that's just, I don't think that's how people make things. People make things like they start with the final design a lot of the time, especially for like lore and cool things, right? You start with the lore, not the lore, you start with the designs, and then you work backwards and figure out, okay, well, why do they have this design, right? I feel like that's an interesting way to do it, and a lot of people do actually like succeed in it. Who's in chat? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think FNAF was supposed to become a franchise, right? It became it because it became popular. Because it had the right ingredients to be popular. But yeah, I don't think he was thinking that far ahead. He was just like, animatronics, scary, spooky, make him scary. Actually, I don't think the original ones had sharp teeth though. I think, yeah, the original animatronics I don't believe had sharp teeth. I think they just had normal human animatronic teeth, right? Which, to be fair, why do animatronics have teeth in the first place, right? They're not eating anything, but still. Maybe it's for structure. Problem I have is when people invent lore to fit excuse the Dev's mistake. I mean, but like, why is that a problem? At the end of the day, I think it's just people like having fun coming up with lore. I don't think it's like a like no one's like being serious. Like that's why it's a theory, right? It's a theory because it's not like something concrete. It's just, hey, I think that this is what they thought when they made it. And it's fun to think about. I don't think they're really like they're probably not being serious. So people assume it is truth? Well, yeah, people assume everything, right? That's just how people are. People are never gonna like. No one's gonna have a nuanced opinion and be like, okay, well, you know, this is just my opinion, and maybe it could be true, maybe it's not. No, people are like, no one goes through life like that. I mean, like I might, but I mean, a lot of people aren't. It's just like, yeah, this is the way it is. This is the way it is, and if you disagree, well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, especially if it's like kids and stuff. Like, yeah, no, they're not gonna have nuanced opinions. But that's not really the fault of the person making the theory. It's really the fault of the people following the people who are making the theory. I mean, I think it's a problem if they go against what if like the creator comes on, they're like, yeah, well, this is not actually what I intended for it to be, and then this is actually what I intended for it to be, and then people have a problem with that. That's a problem, I feel. But if it's just like an ambiguous thing and people are coming with the lore, I mean, I don't know. I think that's just what people do. It's fun to theorize, right? Like even I do it sometimes. Well, no, I don't do it like that, but I don't know. Maybe I just have a problem with things being put on pedestals in general. Well, yeah, but it's kind of like in human nature to put things on pedestals. That's like, I mean, like humans like come up with gods. They come up with all of these types of different things to put on pedestals. It's like, I think it's just how they work. People work. I say they. I'm a person. It's just how people work. It's fun to them at the very least, right? Like, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I put people on pedestals too. Of course, I feel, but like everyone feels like the people they put on pedestals deserve to be on that pedestal. And other people can disagree, but in the end, it's like subjective. Like I think that Yusuke Murata deserves to be on a pedestal of an art god, right? But like, of course, there's like there are ways. I feel like there are people that can disagree, and they do disagree. They're like, okay, this artist is better, and this artist is better, and it's like no one is ever gonna agree on like who should be on a pedestal, or that people should be on a pedestal. But it's just how people work. I don't know why, but I think that's just how human psychology works. What am I drawing? Why is her crotch so low? How do I do that? I mean, yeah, but like, why do you have a problem? Well, I see. It's very weird to ask people that like that type of question. Like, why do you feel that way? It's very difficult to explain feelings, because like eventually, like all logic is gonna break down into an emotion, and then it's like unexplainable. It's like I don't know if it's probably pointless to ask like why. Like it's like in the sense like I think if I think about it, it's probably like the sense of like of deservingness, right? So like if something deserves to be there, but then it's really hard because no one is gonna agree like on what constitutes deserving. It's very difficult to like figure out what deserving even is. I mean, if enough like resonated with a bunch of people, then I suppose it's just like I don't know. I think the things that get popular deserve to get popular, kind of, because obviously it resonated with like enough people for it to get popular, right? So it's doing something right. I feel, but I don't know. How does this work? How does this work? Chat is really done, but why is that? Like, there are a lot of things that are popular, and I don't really agree with its popularity, right? But it's not like, I don't know. The fact that I disagree with its popularity, or I don't like the fact that it's popular or something, because I can't ever like back it up with actual facts, it always terminates in just, well, I just don't like it, and I don't know. So it's very hard for me to back up my own disagreements with popular things. No, that cannot be how that works. I guess it can be how it works, because that's coming out, that's coming in. If that's coming out, then it actually should be this. And if that's coming in, then it should be that. That looks better. And I'd have to fix it. Yeah. Whenever anything is popular, I just like it got the popularity because it appealed to something that people like, right? That people liked. So I think that the fact that it gets popular is kind of just, oh, hold on. But facts will often not support a thing's popularity either. So you can neither prove nor disprove a thing's, right? Because like if I were to actually state my actual thing, right? And this is kind of how I go about basically everything. So, which is kind of, it's the nothing burger of a philosophy, but it's like, there's no way to ever like prove or disprove any sort of morals, feelings, anything, right? So it always just becomes a feeling, and I don't know. I think it's very hard to like deal with. There is no objectivity there, and it's very hard for me to even deal in things that are subjective in the first place, without it being just like, I don't know. It kind of feels like children playing like with toys and being like, I hit you with a gun that like kills you, one-shots you, but the other kid's like, nuh-uh, I have a shield. It's like, I don't know, it feels kind of, it's just hard for me to like do that, but that's what everything turns into. So I think you have to have some subjectivity. I just have a really hard time judging things in the very first place because of that, and I kind of want a way to judge things, but I have none. Because there's no such thing as like deservingness, it feels, I don't know. I feel like if it gets popular, then it kind of did deserve it because it did appeal to something that people liked, right? Enough people liked it that it got popular, and that's just, I guess in that case, I'm relying on something that's like a fact. Like the fact is it got popular, and so therefore it must have deserved it. But then you can say like, oh well, the person didn't like work hard enough to deserve it, or the person didn't put enough thought in to deserve it, and that makes sense. Or there could be another game that like is way better way better in terms of like the thoughtfulness that was put into it, and you could be like, well, then that game deserves the popularity that this game got, but this game's way simpler and it got popular, and I don't know why. But I think people just aren't deep, right? Some people don't care about deep things. They just want to think. Like some people just want to enjoy things, I suppose. It doesn't need to be deep for some people. Like some people hate philosophy. They just don't like it. They're like, it's useless. There's no point to thinking about this type of stuff. And they're right. But I like it, right? But they're right. It's like philosophy isn't really that it's like it's not really gonna solve anything. The banana stuck on the wall was worth millions of dollars, but did it deserve its value? Like, I can't say. I don't think so, right? I think an artist that puts time into, okay, let me give my thing. I'm gonna drop my philosophy for a second. I don't think it deserves to be worth billions of dollars. There's countless other artworks that I think do deserve it. Yeah, but this thing is Screen Hermit. The value doesn't exist. I don't think value exists. Value is just a thing that people make up. People like fabricate value. That's just how it works. Just like how people fabricate meaning. Like the meaning of life doesn't exist, but people make it up. So that banana on the wall doesn't even have value. Just like this artwork doesn't have any value, right? It has the same like you could say that it had more thought put into this than the banana, but I mean, at the end of the day, none of like both of these things don't actually matter in the grand scheme of the universe, right? So, if we're talking about value, it's really hard to determine it. I think that like Yusuke Murata's art is worth more than that banana, but so yeah, I could say like from my from my subjective viewpoint, yeah, of course, like it's the banana. Why are you valuing that? It's kind of like stupid, right? It's like stupid. Why are you valuing? It's a banana on a wall. Like, are people dumb? Like, you could think that, and I could think that, but I also have to like recognize that I'm kind of in the same boat for valuing a piece of paper, right? It's like if I value someone else's like random like scrawling of like ink on a piece of paper, it's like I don't know. It's like if you break everything down to it, it's kind of all valueless. Which is why I find it very hard to like judge other people's values when my own values don't have any weight either. So while I would rather the banana not be on the wall and not like not be worth millions of dollars, I also can recognize that, well, enough people, like somebody was like, oh, this is like fantastic, right? It's people who are pretending to be like, or people who are like pretentious or something. Of course, that's a judgment, right? I don't think they're, I mean, yeah, I think they are pretentious, but I don't, to be fair, I say that, I don't even know what pretentious means. I have a feeling that goes along with pretentiousness, but I don't actually know what pretentious means. I don't know. Values often apply to something due to the effort and time it takes. Yeah, but then you have to ask, well, why is effort and time a valuable thing in the first place? Like, why are you valuing effort and time? Like, what use is it? If you can do something easy and you can do like, why do you value effort and time, right? It's like it's yeah. Like, sure, but value itself isn't effort and time, because because you are valuing effort and time. So if you can't you can, like, does that make sense? So I'd argue that there's some amount of quantifiable aspects of stuff. Yeah, but the thing is, you are like, it's not that aspect. Okay, like you can value something that takes aspect and time, but at the same time you're also valuing, I mean, you're valuing like time and effort. So why is time and effort valuable, right? And then like eventually it's gonna get down to a point where it's just like, because I feel like it. And at that point it's like I don't know. Like that's where all values and morals like eventually lead. Just because I feel like it. I don't know, like there's no like reason for it. Which is like why I do have a hard time with like values and stuff, morals and stuff. Like, sure, I have morals, but I can't really back them up with like facts, which is my big thing. I feel like that's, I've made that like my identity in life, and I kind of over rely on it. Well, time and effort, because the finite amount of both provided to everyone. Yeah, see, I'm gonna be super annoying, so I'm gonna stop like asking like that like questions. It's like, is if something is finite, does that make it valuable? And like, does it like, if you can't get more of a thing, why does that inherently mean that it's more valuable? It's a stupid. It feels like a stupid question, because like obviously, right? Like if something doesn't exist, then it's like it's more valuable because it can run out, right? But eventually, it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's some level of intangibility, or there's a problem with my brain. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say, Serena Hermit. There's a problem with my brain, and I cannot understand it. I have a very hard time with things like that. Basically, I think too much. That's probably even the wrong thing. It's not that I think too much. I think too convolutedly. My thoughts are too tangled. I have no idea what's wrong. Hello, Misty. Essentially, I'm an overthinker. I've overthought to the point where the very simple things get very very muddy. So that's my problem. I don't know. Like, it's like obviously I know that people value diamonds more than coal. But at the end of the day, what purpose does that actually have? Just because one thing it has more of it and the other thing has less, what is it gonna serve you? Right? Like, it's like, what is the actual practical application of the value? And I have no idea. If we continue your train of thought, essentially everything has no purpose, value, or yeah, but that literally is my train of thought, right? I think that people give things meaning. Like, meaning is subjective because people make their own meaning, and so basically everyone is running by their own rules and their own set. Everyone's running by their own sets of rules, and everyone is. What the heck is a labubu cappuccino? Yeah, my problem, basically, it's like everyone is running by their own sets of rules. So it's not that. So, like, in an objective sense, there is no meaning, and there's no point in existing. But to people, they make their own subjective, like, existing. That's essentially. Yeah, so, like, everyone has their own sense. So, like, so my problem is I cannot cross-judge. I can't even, like, judge whether my sense of meaning is better than another person's, because they're both running by their own individual, like, sets of, like, rule sets. And but is there objective or subjective sense of anything? I think life, yeah, I think it's very different. I don't think so. I think basically, because we are people and people are subjective beings, there's literally no objectivity in people. Like, I think yeah, it's like, no. You're gonna, okay, good night. Madness, random stuff. Even concepts are rendered void in the sense, are rendered void in your sense of the world. No. Okay, so I think it's kind of like my philosophy is kind of broken into like two sets. It's like, objectively, nothing has meaning, and there's no way I can do anything with anything. Like, yeah, nothing has meaning. There's no point in existing. It's basically just a world just doing things for no reason, right? And there's no point. There's no meaning. But I can recognize that as a human, your brain simply makes up meaning, right? Your brain is literally just fabricating meaning out of nowhere. So I have like this thought that people can just come up with meaning from nowhere. Like, people make meaning is essentially my thing. But people's meaning only has meaning to the person that made the meaning. It's like really different. It's really weird. I don't know. Essentially, everyone has their own definition of what meaning is. We are nihilists. We don't need God to give us morals. Well, I don't think he was even arguing that. He's just basically what he's saying is, for my philosophy, everything's pointless, and it's like a nothing burger of a philosophy, which is, it's true, right? It's kind of true. I wish I knew what you're saying. Yeah, but so if you could say that, sure, your brain could get it from somewhere, but you can never prove that, right? It's like, and that's kind of like my issue with, like, that's not my issue, but that's why I'm not really even religious. My problem is with, like, religion, you'll never be able to prove whether a god exists or doesn't. So while I could be like, okay, well, your brain might be getting it from, like, an objective source, like a god or like a set of rules in the universe, because you can never grasp that, you can never actually see it, interact with it. It's like, sure, we can speculate, but it's kind of like the FNAF thing, right? It's like a FNAF like theory crafter who's like crafting theories. Oh, maybe it could be this, it could be that, it could, but it's always coulds. It's never it is, right? It's always theories, and there's no way that you can ever get the answer without, like, the creator of the series, like, coming out and telling you something. And the problem with me is I'm not even sure there is a creator of the universe, right? So there's no one, there's never going to be anyone to come down and be like, yes, this is a set of rules, this is what you should live by, this is what value is. Because that doesn't exist, I find it very difficult to, like, even, I don't even have a foundation, essentially. It's like, there's no way to even figure out if your brain is getting it from somewhere. So you can speculate whether or not something is or isn't, so everyone just has a choice of which to assume. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Because everyone is assuming things, there's no way for, like, you can't judge one based on the other without relying on your feelings, which is in and of itself like subjective. So because everything is subjective, there's no like real value in anything. So I'm not gonna value another person's meaning over like another. So because of that, I can't say that the people who value the banana are wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. Where we are getting it from is that we want to be treated the way we treat others. Simple. Some people treat other people. Oh wait, we want to be treated the way we treat other people. Some people just want to treat other badly and they want themselves to get treated good. So I don't know if that's even that. He's speculating on an opinion, an idea. He's entitled to his theory. Or you could just judge from your own assumptions, not just feeling. Yeah, but your assumptions are based on feelings. Like you have your assumptions because it feels right. It feels like it just feels right. That's how assumptions work. I think that they don't have that moral then. Yeah. So hello, Misty. Essentially, Misty, all I was saying is like, everyone has their own individual idea of what meaning is, and so essentially, isn't your assumption about assumptions big? Yeah, it is, and that's what I'm saying, Serena Herbert. There's literally there's no way to ever get an objective sense on what anything is, and because of that, no, you're not supposed to take it as truth though. But I'm saying you can't really take anything. Like, yes, you can believe things are true, but it never has any objective weight to it. So whatever I'm saying it's not necessarily truth, right? What I'm saying is what it feels like to me, right? But what you're saying is what it feels like to you. So neither of us knows who's right or wrong, right? Neither of us knows if the other is right or if the other is wrong. No one knows if anyone is right or wrong. And you can say, and like people can say that they know what the truth is, but they don't have an objective like way to figure that out. So what all I'm saying is, like Cappuccino said, what you're saying, you might be lying to me. I'm saying you'll never know if I'm lying to you or not. And there's no lying because I don't know. I'm saying that even if I said I'm not lying, you don't know. You don't know if I'm lying or not. I could be, I could not be, right? No, I'm not lying, but even me saying that is weightless. It has no value. Thank God you live in the US with your freedom of opinion. True. I suppose that's true. It's like, yeah, I mean, definitely some places you kind of just have to follow. I mean, technically in the US too, but with opinions, some places you have to follow the popular opinion. But yeah, I think it's like the same thing that like religious people. It's kind of like the same people with the same thing with the religion, right? Every religion thinks they're right. All religions and most religions think the other religions are wrong. And that's just how people operate. Religions are just how people operate, but to like a mass conceptual scale. I can't but if you look at it from an outside perspective, which you can't really do because you're a human and they're also humans, but if you try to imagine it from the outside perspective of like a religion, you can like see that both of them, neither of them knows who's right. They don't. They're just guessing. They're not guessing because they feel like they know, because they feel like they have the word of God. But if you like look at one religion versus the other, both of them equally have a chance of being right or wrong, or both of them can be wrong, and I don't know if both of them can be right. I have no idea. Have there ever been a war when atheists started? I don't know. If I'm thinking about it, I think religion can be good, but essentially the thought that religions cause war is true, but it's beliefs cause war. Like, even having a personal belief in the first place causes conflict. That's just how it works. So it's not necessarily religion's fault per se. It's more of just the fault in believing things. Anything, really. There's not guessing, there's believing. But believing is just having, it's faith, right? Religion is faith. But the thing with faith is you can never prove that it's true. That's why it's faith. because there's no actual grounding to it, so it's faith. There's a difference between agnostic. Well, okay, well, yeah, I'm not technically. Being an atheist, atheism is a religion on the belief of no gods. Yeah, like, I'm not technically an atheist. I'm really an agnostic. I'm like, there could be a god, but it's definitely not one of. Okay, well, I'm like, there could be a god, but it's probably not one of these other religions' god. It's just like a random god. But I can't really pinpoint if there is a god or not. Like, I could for sure. Like, I'm also not even thinking that there is a god. I'm just going around thinking, hey, if there might be a god, there might not be. I don't really know. Right, I don't really have a guess on God, but what I can say for sure is some religions just don't have it seems, I don't know. Essentially, I can't believe it because I don't have any faith. Hello, Blue. It's very hard for me to believe religions because I have no faith. It feels more, I'm more someone who likes things that we can say for sure. Like I like things where it's like, well, fire is hot. And I can touch fire and I can be like, I can like feel fire and be like, okay, that's hot. And so I like things like that. But once you start getting into like, well, this is a god, but you'll never get to know the god. You just have to believe in the god. It becomes really difficult for me. And yeah, so my problem with religion is my same problem with judging other people's opinion. You'll never know if your opinion is right or wrong. My opinion for sure could be right or wrong, but I'll never know that. And no one else will know that. Like, ever. Which is why I say that people make up their own meaning. Are my parents atheists? My parents are spiritual, actually. And while spirituality is different from religion, in my world, I kind of put them in the same box. No, they're not atheists, no. But is fire hot? Right. But that's the thing. I have no, like, I can be like, okay, fire. My brain registers fire as being hot, but I actually don't know if fire exists. I don't know if this table exists. I don't know if anything exists. In the first place, I'm already aware that your brain is hallucinating for you. Like, I'm pretty sure your vision is supposed to be inverted and upside down. So like your brain is already tricking reality. Like you can, like right now I can't see my nose, but if I like, but you should be able to see your nose, right? So I can't trust what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling, but I just assume that. They are. Are they disappointed that you aren't spiritual? No, they're not really. I don't think so, no. In the first, I don't know if they know. I haven't really talked about this with them. Or no, I have. No, they're not disappointed. No. Yeah, no, like we never know if anything is anything ever. You can't see your nose? Well, yeah, but if you like look at your nose, if you like try really hard, you can actually see your nose. Your nose is supposed to be in your vision because your nose is on your face. You can't, you can for sure see your nose, right? But your brain is literally blocking it out. It's like the same thing with their sights, like your sight, your hearing, and your touch. They're all different senses with their different like, and they all have different speeds at which they're delivered to the brain. But they all they seem like they happen simultaneously, but they can't. It can't be that, right? So your brain is always messing with the reality, essentially, because your brain is kind of dictating what reality is. At least what you perceive. Your brain is dictating what you perceive reality to be. So, no, I don't actually know if fire is hot. But essentially, you can't live. The problem with that is you simply cannot live without assumptions. You literally have to live with assumptions. It's like part of living. I cannot trust that there isn't an air horde or lawnmower earlier in the stream. You can't. To be fair, both, like, if two people agree on one thing, I mean, sure, but like two people can agree, and that seems to give credence to something. Oh, my nose is getting stuffy. My nose is getting stuffy because I didn't sleep. Or maybe it is, but I don't know. I look so stupid trying to look at my nose. Like, yeah, it's actually really difficult to look at your nose, actually. Like, I can see if you close one of your eyes, Misty, and then look to your nose with the eye that's open. You cannot trust your nose. I cannot trust anything. But you have to trust things. That's the thing. Basically, you have to trust things. It's like how you work. If you didn't trust anything, then you probably wouldn't do anything. So you kind of have to work. Everyone works on trust. even if they're baseless. I'm gonna go because it's really hurting my brain. If you close one of your eyes and then look at your nose, you can see your nose. If you try and look at your nose with both of your eyes, it gets really difficult. But goodbye, Misty. Yeah, it's really difficult for me to do that, to judge things. It's really hard for me to judge things. I can judge things with my own subject. It just feels wrong to judge things for me, right? And even looking at that wording, it feels wrong. It's a feeling. It's a feeling, not objective, but it feels wrong to judge things because I can't ever get a good grasp on if it's true or not. Yeah, no, my parents are not my parents are spiritual. They're kind of spiritual. I don't really know. I mean, yeah. It feels like a religion to me. That's what spirituality feels like. It's like something that you base off of nothing that you can actually prove, but just things that you can feel. And I don't know. Like for instance, my mother is like, well, there must be like some sort of like there must be some existence after death because so many people have had near-death experiences and they've like seen like the afterlife, or they've seen something, right? So that's like a way that you can explain away the afterlife, but also it's like, well, maybe it's just a lot of people are experiencing this thing because all the people that experience this thing are human and they all have the same brain, and brains kind of freak out like near death. It could also be that, but there's no way to actually distinguish between which one of those things are true. One of them feels more grounded in reality to me, and one of them feels like less grounded in reality to me, but in the end, they're both equally hard to prove. What am I gonna draw? I can do a crouching pose. I've never done. Well, I have done that before, but do another one. How about this one? Kind of done this pose before, but it's not the same reference. So. Like, isn't not like a mental problem for you if you can't like actually distinguish between if what you believe is true or not? But is there a reality, or is there just an okay? Now here's the thing, though. I think that's where I think it's Descartes. Essentially, there must be some like you must exist. You must exist because because you're thinking right now. If you're thinking right now, then there's something that is thinking. Therefore, something exists, which is you. We call that something you. So even if you don't believe I exist, you can be sure that you exist. And because even if I can't be sure that you exist, I can be sure that I exist. Because yeah. I think therefore I am. Yeah. I think it's a very logical. There's really not much feeling there, which why it feels more grounded, that thought process. To think, to even doubt that you exist means that something is doubting something, right? Doubting is thinking. Therefore, if you doubt that you exist, because something exists to doubt. So I think there is a reality, but I don't know if we can see that reality. At the very least, we exist. I mean, Descartes also then went on. Yeah, Descartes went on to be like, well, he supposedly went on to prove that God exists, and then by proving that God exists, he proved that like he was like, well, if God exists, then God wouldn't make a world that lies to you, so then reality must exist, right? So that was his explanation on like reality and stuff, which, you know, I can get along with the first part. I think therefore I am. I cannot get along with I proved that God exists. Therefore reality exists. That's way more shaky to me, but yeah. Cappuccino, do you think about this type of stuff a lot, or do you engage with like philosophy a lot, Cappuccino, or are you just do you just like, I don't know, maybe it's not even philosophy. It could. I assume you're an atheist, Cappuccino, then, right? Or are you agnostic or something else? Oh, are you religious, Screen Hermit, or are you agnostic or atheistic? I don't think you're atheistic. I assume you're like agnostic. Screen Hermit. I assume you're either atheistic, I mean agnostic, or religious, but I have no idea. Just baseless assumptions, as all assumptions are, kind of. I guess that's why they're called assumptions, right? If it's an assumption, it kind of has to kind of be baseless, I think. Bring that in there. I'm not atheistic, as it is stupid to assume there is no God, as to assume there is one. Yeah. If I were to have guessed, yeah, you're agnostic. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very difficult to prove that a God doesn't exist, right? The same, yeah, like you said. Yeah. You know, I think the reason why I just talk through a lot of things is it just helps my brain think. It helps me think, so that's why I go over things a lot, like even though I just heard them, which I am trying to stop doing. It annoys myself more than I'm thinking about other people. It more annoys myself that I'm talking things out that I just heard. Yeah, makes more sense to it. Yeah, has more logic to be. Thinking out loud makes you understand stuff better. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is for me. Or at least typing something out, thinking it out loud, some sort of physical expression of my thoughts. But it annoys the hell out of me. When I do it, not when other people do it. I actually quite like to hear people talk out their thoughts. Well, of course, obviously, it's not like I can mind read, so what am I talking about? Why? I don't know. I have no idea. Why does it annoy me? It annoys me because, especially if I just heard something, if I just saw something, or someone just said something, it annoys me to parrot it back because the statement was just stated. It helps me understand, walking through a lot of times I talk through it again to figure out if I actually believe that that thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm the type of person to overthink, right? So essentially, every time if I just hear something and I talk it back, I'm more so trying to figure out if I actually believe that thing to be true. And then I walk through the logic of why it is true. Even if the person just stated the logic. Even if the person stated the logic behind it. What is... Yeah, we're looking backwards. I doubt, therefore I am. I feel like that's me. Although it feels kind of stupid to me, but not really. It feels like it feels like I doubt things too much. I second guess too many things. I think there's a level of just going with the flow of things that you need to have to function well as a person, and I can do that sometimes. I very much can. But also sometimes I get into these so you're a subjective idealist? I mean, I've never heard the actual term for it, but yeah, I feel like everyone lives by their own ideals. There's no objective ideals, and there's not really a way to actually judge which ideals are better than the other. So yeah, I suppose. It feels wrong for me to say that the banana is worth $1 million, but also, I mean, it feels kind of funny to me. It feels funny to me that I value something that's on a piece of paper that someone scribbled on with ink or lead or something like that. So I say scribbled on. It's it is masterful, but still, it's I'm valuing a piece of paper that has no physical value at all. It's only mental value, and it's very hard to quantify that. in something that makes it's very hard to base someone's mental value on another person's. Subjective idealism considers nothing but human minds and spirits to exist. Human mind, I mean, I think, yeah, human minds exist. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know if reality exists, right? But I can't. I don't know if it doesn't exist either. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay. Yes, I think. See, I'm thinking too deeply. Yes, I think human minds exist. I don't know about the spirit part, but I think human minds exist. I'm not spiritual. That's the thing. I'm not really spiritual. So like practically, like if in a practical sense, I feel like I'm more of a it's a branch of thought that comes from Descartes' initial thesis. Okay. Well, yeah, like I think therefore I am is true. Everything else, no, but I for sure believe. Yeah. I definitely believe that people, that the, no, not even that people exist. I believe that I exist, and I can assume that there might be things that are called other people, right? So I assume that other people exist, but I don't know. But I for sure know that I exist, right? And I act as though other people exist. But yeah, like I believe I exist. So yeah. It's not even like it's not like a way of life for me. It's just like if we actually get down to like how I think at the very end, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure human minds exist. I mean, I'm pretty sure human mind, like my mind is the only mind that could be proven to exist. I'm not another person, merely a thought of yours made. Yeah, I mean, a thought of yours made form. Yeah, I mean, it could be like that, but like I'd like to think that you exist, that other people exist. It'd be a lonelier world, obviously, right, with nobody else, but to actually prove that that's true, yeah, no. You know, I find it very hard to even I don't know. I find it very don't awe me, okay? It's not supposed to be a sentimental thing, even though it was 100% sentimental thing, but I find it very hard to how to say this. It's weird to me that I can't even conceptualize for some reason I feel like even if I'm in a dangerous situation, even when I am in a dangerous situation, it's a weird sense of no, because that's not even logical. Never mind. You would like to think I exist? That's nice, thank you. Well, yeah, I'd like to think that you exist. I'd like to think that my mother exists and my father exists and everyone else. Yeah, no, I'd like to. I'd hope you exist, right? But that's all it is. It's lonelier when it's only you, right? I'm running out of steam with my current art. What have you been doing? Well, have you post like a work in progress? I can see what. Yeah, I mean, yeah, working on things for a long time is definitely like not taxing, but it's boring to me. That's why I keep my drawings like really short, so I don't run out of steam, right? It starts to get boring if I'm just overly drawing or something. I think that's another part of my insistence on being fast. Yeah, I feel like the world is a better place if other people exist. It'd feel like just playing like a Minecraft world like on solo, which is like cool, but like it's still like lonely. Like, how many times can you beat the same single player world over and over again? Like, there's like a finite amount of times that you can probably do that. But I feel like with other people, it's like the possibilities. It's like just a more interesting world. It's a more enjoyable world when other people exist. The only problem I have with that school of thought is that nobody can truly believe that nothing, right? Because I don't think, I think logically it makes sense. Logically it checks out. Emotionally though, no. You can't you can't really believe that. Not really. But yeah, you can't believe it. It's not a belief, it's just a doubt, right? I don't think beliefs are what you stake your life on. You believe that there's a chair, right? So even if you can be like, oh yeah, there's this chair, it might not exist, you still believe it exists because you tried to sit down without looking, right? You walked outside your front door and you believe the floor exists. You didn't really check to see if the floor exists. You just walked and you believed, right? So while everyone you can say, oh, this table might not exist, you still believe it. You're still writing on a piece of paper. You have to believe, even if you don't logically, maybe intellectually, yeah, maybe that's the word. Intellectually, you can be like, yeah, this table might not exist, but when it comes to practicality, and that's what I'm saying, practically, my thought process is useless. The only value, quote unquote, okay, even though that's a funny way to say, only value that it has is that I feel like it's only it only has value intellectually. So can you even trust what you consider as logically sound? No, I can't. But I believe that what I'm saying is logically sound, even though I can't trust it. Because if no one believes what they're saying, if no one feels like what they're saying is true, I don't know. I don't think people can really act people can't act like that. They kind of have to believe that things exist, because it's very difficult to even not. I can say it I can logically say that. Okay, yeah, you can DM me. Yeah, sure. So even the philosophy itself can't prove that it holds truth. Yeah. Yeah, the philosophy is kind of a. Now hold on. The philosophy that the thing that does hold true is I think therefore I am. That a tiny nugget of information of thought. If I'm thinking there's something that exists to think. That makes sense. But it's kind of it's whether that's true, I don't know. I think the only logic that holds true is the logic that I think therefore I am. I think that's the only thing that can actually be true. That's the only thing in that philosophy that actually states a truth value. But you can assume that thinking is the basis of, but can you assume that thinking is the basis of existing? I think, can I assume that thinking is, I think that, okay, for instance, there must be something, it feels like some sort of statement there must be something because nothing is nothing and nothing can exist, so there must be something. Right? Because nothing can exist, because if nothing exists, then it would be nothing. So it feels like there has to be something. It's that kind of weird, it doesn't, it feels right, but it also it feels like there might be holes in it. I think that's the same type of argument of I think therefore I am. It feels like something must be able to exist to think, because if you're arguing that nothing exists, right, it's I don't know if that's actually provable. You're using basic logic. Can logic even exist? I think can logic exist? Well, I feel like I think logic exists, kind of, at least the concept of logic exists, because you're using logic, right? If logic didn't exist, then you wouldn't be using it. Unless you're arguing that logic isn't logic and we're just calling something logic that isn't logic. But if you're using logic, then it must exist, kind of? Or is it merely another flawed human design? No, you know what? Logic might just be, yeah, logic could certainly just be just like the human hallucination. Oh, hold on, I was supposed to check the DMs. I'm gonna check the DMs. But if we're assuming, no, logic definitely can, it's very hard to prove anything. But I think working within the box that we're in, like in the box that we're in, that we exist. I'm about to give up. I mean, it's fine to take a break, cappuccino. You can like, even if you don't finish like this artwork, you can like do another artwork or something, or like just let's just doodle for fun or something. Oh, that's really good. I like the colors. I mean, it's like really good actually. The colors are really nice. I mean, yeah, you can just like take a break, come back later, like come back tomorrow or something. Work on something. If you work on something incessantly, you're gonna kind of burn yourself out. But like, the problem with that is we're in a box in which logic in which we're in a box in which we're using logic, right? Can you even give yourself a box to work with? I mean, yeah, but like, so like the even like you could also argue that you can like you don't know if you're thinking or not, and that's true. Like I think in the base, like at the end point, right? We can't say if anything is true or not. But because we're thinking about this type of thing, we basically to even operate, to even have these sort of like conversations, we need like some sort of we have to rely on some sort of assumption, right? I think that's true. I think what is true is we have to rely on some sort of assumption that cannot be true. We just have to believe something, right? Because if you don't believe anything, then you won't do anything. So the very basis of like believing something is, I mean, of like doing anything is to at least believe something. I don't think there's a person who believes nothing unless they're like dead. But a dead person can't really believe in the first place because they're dead. So like I think the very nature of human existence and human thinking is kind of it's already based on assumptions, but there's never any truth value assumed. Like, so, and that's what I'm saying, right? The thing what I'm saying is there's not like an objective truth, and there's nothing that you can ever prove. And so the fact that you can never prove anything exists, you just have to like everyone is working by their individual like worldview. That's just kind of how it works. Can anything be anything or be true? I think you kind of have to think. You have to act that way at the very least. I don't know, right? I have no idea. But I think the nature of that of like that worldview is like I have no idea. It's just that. It's also like the asserting that no one has any idea. We don't know if anything is anything or if anything is true. But like even if that's the case, even if it was that fact, we kind of have to assume, not even assume, we have to believe that it's true, even if it's not true. Otherwise, like, we wouldn't be doing anything. And in that world, we're kind of, in the world that I think we're in, we have to just allow people to have their own individual, like, worldviews, if that makes sense? Or not really allow, right? So, like, the reason why we stop certain things is because it's harmful to other people's existence. If we like assuming other people exist, of course. Oh, hello, Voltron. Thank you for the $10. You want me to have a good? I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Do you want me to draw something? I'll draw something. Voltron, MC, Cloud. Hold on. Is there anything you want me to draw? I prefer to make the assumption that there are truths and that things exist rather than nothing is true or exists, as in the end both are assumptions. I mean, I prefer to assume, well, yeah, it's like, okay, like even the person that says, oh, nothing has value or nothing exists, if the fact that they do anything at all means that they believe that things exist, right? Like, they believe things exist, but intellectually, you can't really prove that. So if you're thinking, like, which one you'd rather believe, yeah, I think it's more, like, practical to pick that type of belief. And like, in the first place, well, no, I think there's a boundary there. I think when it comes to just yourself, if it's just something that affects yourself, I think it's way easier to do that. Once it comes when it starts to come down to other people's beliefs and stuff, when it comes to clashing, like with your ideas and another person's ideas clashing, that's when it's important to like think it through, to think it through logically to the best of your ability. Does it logically make sense? Like if you ask why and you keep asking why down to the end, does it make sense why you're actually even like disagreeing with another person? I think that like you have to argue, you kind of have to argue inside the box that you know, right? It's like you don't know if things have value or not, or you might feel like you do, but you have to argue within like the physical nature of the world, I think. So like imagine you come against someone who like feels like murder is right. Like, yeah, it's okay to murder. Murder is fine. And you're like, well, no, murder is not fine. Like once it becomes something where you're infringing on another person's like freedom, then you have to rely on like physical like laws, right? You have to rely on like jail, like physical things, right? But if it's just ideas that don't have any like weight behind them, I suppose, like the banana versus any other artwork, like the banana taped to the wall, I don't think it makes sense. It doesn't really make sense to me to have something like that, to like judge one versus the other. If that makes sense. Doesn't religion fundamentally infringe on other religions? Yes, which is why religions, and that's why people like they go to war all the time, right? Because what they believe is so fundamentally different from each other that the two things simply cannot exist in the same world, right? So they have to go to war. Like that's kind of just how it works. It's like someone who like, yeah, when two people's like fundamental like view of reality is different, they're going to come to conflict. And because religion is based on a way of life, because religion is like mainly on a practical side. It's like religion is mainly focusing on practical stuff, right? Like be good to other people, and you have to. Is that you with Nikki drawing? Yeah. Yes. I'm not drawing Nikki. It doesn't matter how much Lee asks. But like, because like religion is like be good to other people. It gives you a bunch of things to do, right? Like you can just say, oh, this banana is valuable. Oh, I don't think the banana is valuable. You're not doing anything with those thoughts, right? It's just something that you're just saying. But once it's like, this banana is valuable and you must worship the banana, and also you need to like sacrifice your newborn, then that's like a something to do, right? Now these are things that you have to do. That's when it comes to like, okay, wait, hold on. Let's like, we have to like do something, like we have to do something about this, because we can't like, yeah, you can't like just start doing that. Then you have to like rely on something physical. Dennis condones murder. Now hold on now. Hold on. I never said murder is okay. I said, okay. In the context that if someone believes murder is right, someone believes murder is wrong, because the murderer is infringing on someone else's freedom, you're going to have, because the murder is infringing on someone else's freedom, you're going to have to come to like a physical conflict. You can't just like, it doesn't stay in like the mind anymore. It becomes something more physical. No, I don't think like, no, I don't think murder is right, because it infringes on other people's like freedom, you know? Then you need to start relying on something. They need to rely on something more based than just feelings. Or no, not like that, because that's impossible. You need to rely on something that's more physical. Not in terms of like violence or well, yes, in terms of violence in jail, but you kind of have to go for like, okay, well, I don't know, right? But yeah, I think like the problem with religion and why it makes so many wars. But mom, other people don't exist. I'm not infringing on anyone's freedom. Yeah, but you kind of have to assume, like, you believe other people exist, though. You can intellectually say other people don't exist, but you talk to other people. You interact with other people. The fact that you're trying to kill someone in the first place means that you believe other people exist, right? So that person would be acting even against their own beliefs. It'd be like, it kind of be like saying the water, like it's like saying water doesn't exist, but then you go and like swim in water. It's like swim in the ocean. It's like, well, can you really say that? I mean, sure, like intellectually. And that's what I'm saying. Everything I'm saying isn't practical. I'm not saying anything practical. I'm saying something. I'm just like saying any, like, based off intellectually, like logically, or by my own logics, so to say, not logically, because, you know, I'm stating that everything is like subjective. Subjectively, everyone should. Hello, Ron, Paul. I'm just saying, like, but can you even intellectually, one says no one else exists, or is it a fallacy to prove the non-existence of something? Is it a fallacy to prove the non-existence of something? I don't think. Let me see. Can you intellectually say no one else exists? I think no. You cannot state with certainty. You cannot intellectually, using logic, that, like, using most logic, state that other people don't exist. What you can state is, I don't know if other people exist, right? I think that's really the big point of Descartes. It's not even that he knows nothing exists. Descartes never said he knows nothing exists. All he said is he doubts that things exist, right? And he tried to figure out what he can't doubt. So it's not even about it's not even a truth statement. It's about a doubting statement. It's like, yeah, it's really about doubting. So while you can doubt other people exist, you can't say that for sure. And so like, even in that case, you shouldn't murder people because you're not sure. You shouldn't you really shouldn't, like, do a lot of things that you do. You shouldn't do it based on just, well, I'm pretty sure that other people don't exist, so to murder. No, don't do that. Right? You have to act as though people exist, even if they don't. Even if you're talking to someone else, you believe other people exist. And once it becomes like, once you start, yeah, but you said, I never said, wait, no, hold on. I never said murder is fine. What did I actually say? Did I say the words murder is fine? I don't think so. Did I really? I mean, I might have, but did I really? Is this true? Yo, chat, is this true? I don't think I did. You clipped it? You know what? Hold on. Let me look at this clip. Let me look at this clip, because there's no I said murder is fine. You said if someone believes murder is fine. Yeah, I said if someone believes murder is fine and someone believes murder is not, okay, they come to like a fundamental disagreement, right? And murder is it's an action that you take, right? I was talking about the murder. You took me out of context, okay? You took me out of context. No, I was saying, I never said murder is fine. I said someone who believes murder is fine. Okay, I understand. I was like, there's no I said murder is fine, just like flat out. No, I was saying that someone who believes murder is fine. Context doesn't matter, you still said it? No. I didn't say it. You need to hear the whole sentence. The whole sentence, god damn it. Where even was I? Right, I mean, yeah, so, like, I think stating that people don't exist is wrong. You can doubt that other people exist, but you have to believe it. How can I take it out of context? What are you saying? Okay, pal. Okay, Screen Hermit, if that even is your real name. It's not, because why would you be named? Actually, oh, Screen Hermit's birth certificate. See, Screen Hermit's ID is just Screen, first name, last name, Hermit. Crazy. Okay, Screen Hermit, if that even is your real name. Are you saying that I clipped it in such a way to make it seem to be a different context? Yes, that's what I'm saying, pal. If that even is your real, I don't know. Hell is pal. Does my art have potential or? Oh no, the art is really good. Let me see. Let me actually. No, yeah, no, of course. I mean, it depends on you. It depends on if you want to, right? I think it's perfectly fine to just abandon a piece if you don't like it, right? I've done that countless times. You don't know how many files are on my computer that I just haven't finished, right? Sorry. And I'm not going to, excuse me, by the way. I'm not going to finish it, right? But like a lot of those things, but yeah, no. I mean, all you really, like, to be fair, all you really have to do is maybe like to match the face, just add a little bit of rendering to like the stomach and stuff. You don't even need to. I think the arms are pretty fine. All you have to do is like do like the pants, like just shade the pants or shorts or whatever, and then that's it. Are you saying that the art is good, therefore applying a value to it? Yes. All right, let me frame it in a more subjective way. I think the art is good. hey, no, in the first place, okay, Cappuccino, what Cappuccino said is, does my, oh no, Cappuccino, well, okay, I can't go on. You can't follow the train of thought anymore. It's a very exhausting thing, and it's very impractical, so, you know, that's true. I think, like, I believe that people exist, and I believe things have value, but when it comes to, like, weighing my beliefs against other people, it seems wrong to weigh mine more, because like to think that I'm just right because I'm using logic, even though other people are using logic. It's just not my logic, right? And you believe murder is fine? No. Yeah, no. I mean, your art's good, Cappuccino. You could just like take a break from it. I never said that. I never said murder is wrong. I mean, no, I never said murder is right. Hold on. Right. I almost said that I said that I never said murder is wrong. Wait, I never said murder is wrong. I mean, I believe murder is wrong, but I never said that murder is wrong. Because I literally cannot assign a truth value to it, but I think that murder is wrong, so. For what that's worth. But I don't think there's a universal law that's like murder is wrong. For what that's worth. Like I was saying, it's not practical. It's not practical, but I think that's just what I believe. I don't know. Maybe I was disillusioned with reality or something. Maybe I'm just disillusioned with reality. What is a drawing that I could do? What is a drawing that I could do? I don't know. How long has this? Okay, this stream has been going on for about 3 hours. Oh boy, what is that? Dennis denies allegations. I deny all allegations thrown against me. Promise. I mean, the thing about my art, Cappuccino, is I put like a lot less rendering. The thing about my art, Cappuccino, is I don't render my art a lot. I tend to find rougher styles like more interesting to me. So having like a super smooth, really anatomically correct. Okay, well, not having a super smooth drawing takes long, and I also don't like it. So I tend to just have an easier time doing fast drawings. But if you're the type to like really rendered art pieces, then it's gonna take longer to do an art piece. So you might just have to have like a workflow that incorporates breaks and stuff. People in Discord must be wondering what's going on in the stream. Yeah. I did deny allegations. The allegations are false. Yeah. No, the worldview that I have is one based on belief. It was based on like subjective personal belief based on everyone else. the sense that everything is like that you can doubt everything. Yeah, it's fun to think about, but it's like, or it's kind of boring to think about sometimes. Like once you actually get into it, it's kind of boring. It's not practical, so like I don't think you should base your life on on the I think therefore I am thing. Like, oh, you can doubt everything. I don't think you should base, because like you're not really gonna make any decisions if you truly believe that. So it's not practical. It's just fun to think about. Just fun to think about. Yeah, no. Like you literally can't live by that. Or you can't really do anything with that as a human. I'm just like, yeah. I guess this really started based on the FNAF thing, right? Or the banana thing, I suppose, is really where it kicked off. I don't have enough evidence to say. I don't have enough evidence, I suppose, to say that the banana shouldn't be worth more than like artwork that has time put into it. But also, no, what is their argument? They must have some argument on why the banana is worth $1 million. They can't just be like, this banana is worth. Well, I never said murder's wrong. Well, I never did say murder's. Well, okay, well I did now, and now I said murder's wrong. I said I believe murder's wrong, but I can't really prove that. I think murder's wrong because it infringes on another person's freedom. That's why murder's wrong. I think. The freedom of life. Permanently. Yeah. I try to give popular things, like I just accept that popular things are popular, and they kind of deserve to be popular because people believe them. I mean not people believe, because people like enjoy them, so it must be popular or something. Well, you could say it frees them from a life. Yeah, but yeah. No. No. I mean, yeah, if you phrase it that way, but I mean, I had like this discussion about like nothingness. I don't think nothingness is an escape from anything, because you don't exist anymore to escape anything. You can't escape something if you just don't exist. And not existing is like nothing is nothing, and nothing can't be anything. So you can't really, it doesn't like do anything. Nothing. It just kind of puts a cap. It puts a permanent cap on your life. Like it's just, your life is, you're just forever like that thing. So it's more like a cage, it feels like. Death is a cage. So I think you should die. I think you should die once, like, you should die like preferably naturally. No more philosophy? Fine. Let me focus on drawing then. Although, oh boy, here's more philosophy. Here's the question. What's scarier, infinity or nothingness? I think infinity is scarier, because nothingness is nothing, so nothing can't be anything. I mean, you can say what feels scarier. I feel like infinity feels scarier anyways. But even, yeah, nothing like, so yeah, infinity in both sense. Infinity is just, it gets boring, it gets dull, it gets too much. Like, in being immortal, like truly immortal, is terrifying. But like, you could like ask the simple question, was it scary before you were born? No, I don't think so, right? You can like think about it now because you're alive, but I don't think nothingness is scary, because nothingness is nothing. Nothingness infinity is just many existences rather than the opposite of that. It's not even many existences, it's just infinite existences. I think infinity is terrifying. I don't know. It feels terrible. It just, I don't want to exist forever. I don't want infinite of anything. Like infinite, like I've been super full before, and that's like a terrible feeling. Imagine feeling like infinitely full, or like stuffed. Infinitely everything just kind of feels bad. I think the only thing that could be stated might be a good thing is infinite happiness. But yeah, I mean, you could also make the sense that if happiness is like infinite, does it really have value anymore? I mean, I don't think that's true, but you can also make that statement. No, I feel it. I feel like I feel like nothingness is just nothingness seems calm to me. Or I guess that's even wrong. Nothingness seems like nothing, right? So nothingness is nothing. To even use a word to like describe nothing is just like a disservice to what nothing even is. Nothing should even have a word because nothing doesn't even have a word because nothing is nothing. There's nothing to describe a thing that doesn't exist. You know what's weird to think about? There's like, you know what's weird to think about? There's different, it feels like there's different levels of nothingness. Cause like, an example I heard, I was watching like a video. It was like Sherlock Holmes's father. Oh, like this difference between them. The difference between them is that nothing has no scientific application. True. Wait, does infinity have an actual scientific application? What's the actual like? I feel yeah, they kind of feel like Wait, is no, I actually the opposite of nothing is something. I was gonna say, is the opposite of nothing infinite? That doesn't feel right. Because I feel like nothing. No, maybe it is. What's the opposite of nothing? I wonder. Like it could be everything. Not everything could be the existence of. I mean, the opposite of nothing. But I feel like one thing is also the opposite of nothing. So a thing. I guess a thing. Not the opposite of nothing is thing. Just a thing. That makes sense. There's entire fields considering multiple yeah, like there's like I've heard like infinity 1, infinity 2. But is that practical? Like it's fun to think about, but does it really have a scientific? Like you could study like I guess you can yeah, so I guess you can think about something that exists, right? And you can say that infinity kind of exists, so you can think about it. And because nothingness is just the absence of a thing, there's nothing to think about. There's no thing to think about. So, I mean, yeah, but like, I don't think who said Nikki? It was actually Cappuccino. A thing about death or living forever should have said that. Oh no, I'd rather die than live forever. That's for sure. Infinities have application like limit theorems. I'd have to look more into that because I've never heard anything about like limit theorems. I've heard like infinity 1, infinity 2, you know, etc. But is there an infinity? That kind of seems like it seems like wrong. Yeah, no, I'd rather die. I think living forever is scarier than dying. Because in my worldview, I think death just turns into nothingness. Death turns into nothingness in my worldview, and nothingness isn't scary. So, because if you die, you don't really exist anymore. Because, yeah. Love you, Cappuccino. Goodbye. Goodbye, Lee. There are even different size infinities. Well, I thought the different size infinities was like infinity 1, infinity 2. What do you mean a different size infinities? What's the best way to start practicing drawing? Just start drawing. If you want like an actual like practical application, you should probably find artists that you like. If there's an artist that you like, look at their art. Try and break it down. Try and break it into simple shapes, easy to understand shapes. Try and copy the references, right? He spelled Nikki. Yes. Yeah. How does that work? Wait, how does what work? R scale. Yeah. How does what work? Yeah, but yeah, find references that you like, artists that you like, and then there are more irrational numbers than whole numbers, yet both are infinite. Okay, yeah, that makes that. Yeah, that. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah, like logically, that has to be true. Yeah, both are infinite. No, something feels wrong there. Something feels so wrong there. I feel like but infinity is like, I think infinity breaks logic. If that makes does that make sense? I feel like infinity breaks like there's no I don't think there's a way to even logically apply infinity. Like if there's infinite of something, like does that mean that there's infinite possibilities of that thing because it's infinite and it never, or does it just mean it's the same thing repeated like forever? Logic is the only way we can consider infinity. But like it feels kind of weird. Not weird, but like if something is never ending, that you if something doesn't end, if there's like it's like an eternal amount, or not, it's because I'm trying to find a way to describe infinity without saying infinity, right? But if something it doesn't end, it feels like that's the same thing as saying something doesn't end. And so if like irrational numbers don't end, and hold on, whole numbers are, if irrational numbers don't end and whole numbers don't end, then it feels like it approaches the same value, if that makes sense, which is infinite. Your art amazes me. I want to learn to be good just like you. Feels nice to be good at something you like. It does feel nice to be good at something you like. But yeah, you just study it. Sorry, let me take a break to think. Yeah, find an artist you like and see, and like try and break down like what they're doing. Try to figure out how they construct their bodies. Try and figure out if you can make their drawings into something easier to understand in your brain. Just try and simplify it. Even it helps if the artist like has like recordings of what they're doing, so you can like see how they actually do it. Like if you can like observe how they actually come across like creating their bodies or creating their structures or whatever that you like whatever they do, then that's even more helpful, because you can kind of follow and try and figure out like their methods to creating the artwork, if that made any sense at all. I kind of, okay, so the problem with the thing, Screen Hermit, is I just feel like if you like logically, it feels like it's logically wrong to say that if something's never, like one thing never ending is different than another thing never ending, right? It kind of feels wrong. Well, think of it this way: whole numbers approach infinity slower than irrational numbers. Therefore, irrational numbers will always have a bigger infinity than whole numbers. And like I can conceptually agree. It just doesn't make sense. Like it and it's the thing, it just feels wrong. Here's my thing. Here's my betraying logic with feelings. Like, but if something never ends, no, I just have a bad. I don't think I logically understand infinity. I think that's why I'm just having a problem with it. Like, both are never-ending trajectories, but one is a larger trajectory. It doesn't seem like that. If two things are never-ending, how can you say that one is? And like obviously like there's infinite numbers between, like there's infinite like fractions between like 1 and 2, right? So you can say that, but then I can't. I just can't. I can't. I can logically like irrational numbers should have more irrational numbers than actual whole numbers. And both are infinite. Okay. So the argument is there's more irrational numbers than whole numbers. I mean there's infinite irrational numbers, there are infinite whole numbers. There are infinite and because between each whole number there are infinite irrational numbers, right? I'm pretty sure I'm getting what I think I know what an irrational number is. Because of that, you can state that there are more irrational numbers than whole numbers, because in between there's more. So you can say that there's more. But it kind of feels like, because both go on forever, there's no ways to say like you can. So basically what you're doing, Screen Hermit, essentially what they're doing is there's a pattern, and you're just assuming that you're assuming the pattern goes on forever, and it just repeats and repeats and repeats. I just cannot say for certain. I can't say for certain if that even makes sense. You're saying that as they both become infinite, yeah. I'm saying that it doesn't make sense to like differentiate. Like I can see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. It just doesn't seem useful to even not even useful. It doesn't seem like it makes it devalues. Like infinity devalues numbers. Infinity does just devalues numbers. Hello, infinity has no definite value to determine which has more value of it. Yeah, it seems like they become this. It seems like all infinities become the same thing, never ending. And so it doesn't make sense that one thing could be more never ending than the another, right? Okay, goodbye, Lily. You just want to say? Okay, hello. Goodbye. Like once something is never ending, it just in my brain it just stops at that. It's like it doesn't go farther than and then this thing is more never ending. It just feels like they're both infinite. You'll say why I can't stay in a sec. You'll say or I'll say. Wait, what? Oh, you'll probably say you'll see why I can't stay in a sec. Okay. You meant see. Think of it as all infinities, but some have larger, smaller rates of change, and the only differential that can be applied to them are their respective rates of change. Yeah, but okay, so the difference between the infinities are the rates at which they increase in value towards infinity. So, okay, it seems like the definition of infinity in that sense, the definition of that infinity would be approaching infinity rather than infinity itself, right? Okay, maybe I'm just thinking wrong, right? But it seems like the things that are infinite themselves aren't actually what infinity is. I don't know. Maybe my what I'm saying doesn't even make sense. Like you can say that they approach they both approach infinity at a different rate of speed, right? Irrational numbers and whole numbers, but they're both infinite. They're constantly in the state of infinity, but they have consistent rates. They're in a state of infinity. Oh, my pen just flew off. Okay, they're in a state of infinity. A state of infinity. They're in a state of infinity. They're in a state of infinity. They're in a state of a. Okay. So, and here's the problem with me. No. Okay, I understand what you're saying. It's like, okay. But my issue is, my problem is, you can say numbers as a whole. Like, okay, if we take like a fraction, like, if we take a number, oh no, but we're talking about numbers as a concept, and the rates at which they increase. I understand what you're saying. Like in theory, because one thing is increasing faster, or one thing has more in between each value. I'm explaining it wrong too now, but. Yeah, no, I've heard that before, but it never made sense to me. Like I've heard it explained before, but something isn't meshing well with me. I think you explained it well. Yeah, no, you explained it well. I don't think it's gonna ever make sense to me. It's not like a you problem. It's a. I'm sorry. That was a. I forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb. Yeah. Yeah, that must have been loud. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, it was a notification. Yeah, I'm sorry. My issue is that okay, and the that's the arrow I was talking about. It's real. Yeah, I guess so. The issue with me is when I think of infinity, I don't think of it. I don't think of infinity as a progression towards or a state of be. I think of infinity as simply something repeated forever. So like okay, so essentially it's like one pattern is bigger than the other. Like irrational numbers has a bigger pattern than whole numbers. So once you make it infinite, one should still be bigger than the other. But in my mind, it feels like even if one pattern is bigger than the other, once you make it infinite, it just you consider it as a single state, so it's hard. Okay, so infinity is a state. I think the problem is I think infinity is just impossible to grasp. I think someone has said that. I think someone has said that you literally can't like even visualize or like you can conceptualize. It's like talking about the fourth dimension or something like that, right? It's like I can't grasp it. I simply can't grasp it. I could think about. I think it's just a problem with me thinking about pattern. It doesn't feel if something never goes on. Okay, here's my problem. It doesn't feel like you can actually determine if there's never an end goal to a pattern. How can you say that one has more of something than another? I know something you can't grasp. Kidding. What can't I grasp? Apparently someone has come up with a concept of three-dimensional time. I think someone like someone stated that like time is like a product of like all like the three dimensions, right? Like space, I suppose. Like time is a product of space. So would that be three-dimensional time, or is there something else rather than our linear idea of it? Yeah, like for instance, I think that time. Well, no, I'd have to like hear what three-dimensional time actually is. I don't think there's a linear definition of time. I think that if you like somehow were to, I think time is like a byproduct of entropy happening and like the movement of stuff. So if you were to somehow reverse entropy, or if you were to somehow be able to manipulate entropy, you could mess with time, right? Most people consider it as the fourth dimension. I think it's more like a product. I think I've heard it explained to, and it makes more sense to me if it was just a product of the third dimension. Yeah, space-time. Yeah. Like they're like one, and they're kind of like interlocked. And that makes sense to me. 3D space plus time. I feel like in my mind it's like time is basic. It's more like 3D space equals time. Like time, yeah, but I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. I can't do formulas. Because like by separating out space and time, it seemed like I don't think you can separate time from space. I think time like just exists with space. But I'm not a scientist, right? So I can't prove. But the way I heard it explained to me was that, and that's just the way that my brain has chosen to like interpret that as like it as that. So while I don't know. What am I doing? I think I'm just going over this internally and just like shading things that don't even exist. No, I think I'm gonna end the stream soon. If there's any, oh, hold on. Yeah, because I need to eat and I need to go to sleep early. And I need to do a digital drawing that I kind of forgot I was supposed to be doing. Yes, so let me just hurry up and shade this. Thank you for coming to the stream, though. I very much did like the discussion. It was fun. was fun. Also, I think her chest is too big. Whoopsie. Hold on, let me fix it. I think I can fix it. Thank you for coming to the stream, guys. Green Hermit, Cappuccino, and RSKL, I think. I think you're the 3 guys left. I think so. Thank you very much. And I guess I will see you. Go sleep, or what you assume is sleep. Yes, yes, sir. I believe it to exist. That doesn't mean it does exist. 5 people now? Oh, there are 5 people now. Yes. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for staying. Thank you for the conversation. I will see you. Well, I'll leave right after I finish shading this drawing. All right. Yes. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day, or night, or existence.